experience, and that's all that matters.
So harsh, so harsh. You're allowed to have like meat friends, okay? I understand. It's okay.
No, he's not allowed to
friends.
have any friends but us.
Yeah, apparently, because if that's the case, then people make deals for me with Baba Yaga.
That's actually something I told MPS too, because after letting him know what was going on with the medical stuff, he's like, well, just let me know if you need to miss a session. And I was like, no. Don't make deals for me. I'm not missing this Sunday.
Why? So you can Rojin me?
Yeah, exactly.
Spooner, how was your week, sir?
My week's been good, man. It's been a bit of a absolute roller coaster of hecticness for this past week, but coming out of it, not really worse for the wear. Doing pretty okay. Pretty happy.
Right on.
Pretty excited for this coming week.
Good deal, good deal. I feel like I haven't seen you in hours.
It's been forever, man. God, I haven't seen you in a straight week. Jesus, how are you doing?
For those that don't know, we are going to be doing a charity stream in March 17th. And Spooner is playing in that show along with the lovely Panda, his wife, and some other folks. And so we were rolling up characters this morning. So I saw him like 2 hours ago.
You guys scared the hell out of me, by the way.
Was it really like 2 hours ago?
It was maybe 3 or 4.
I have no semblance of time anymore.
Yeah.
How the hell did we scare you, bro?
I was streaming D&D, and then the Zoom call died.
Rip.
And then I remembered that you guys are doing character creation.
Yep.
Oh.
HP Fox, how's your week, sir?
Work, and more work.
I feel like you're...
I've just been consumed by work of all kinds. This new job, I love it, but it's given me a very candid look at gamers as a culture, and I'm slightly disgusted.
Yeah.
Like, I knew it was bad, but I didn't realize it was this bad.
Yeah. Gamers can be terrible, entitled people. And vicious and mean for absolutely no reason.
Or the stupidest reasons.
Yeah. It's one of those things. It's actually one of the, like, I've got a background in game design, and it's one of the reasons I'm kind of glad that I didn't follow that path, because dealing with that shit on a regular basis, no thank you.
Yeah, there's definitely good in there as well. There's definitely a lot of good in there, but you know how it is. The bad always seems to stick out more than the good does.
Yeah.
Because the bad is, like, disgustingly bad.
And we always focus on the bad.
Yeah, but in that same breath, seeing that bad is also a really good thing, because it's my job to get rid of them. So
well, it's easier to spot them.
I see them, and it makes it super easy to pick those people out and toss them to the curb, and we're left with the good. So the unfortunate part is you do have to actually see the bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I still work in software development, and we have reviews for the stuff that we make, and reading through that is demoralizing at times. So I can definitely relate to that.
Just don't get jaded about it.
Yeah.
Like, don't let it bring you down. Like, on the whole.
Just get desensitized. That's what I did.
Well, the nice thing for me in particular, sorry to keep rambling on about
No,
this,
it's fine.
is like the 3 years of modding on Twitch that I've done has come into play with this big time, and all of the shit that people say doesn't really get to me, because I kind of got over that with my experience in modding on Twitch, so that's good.
Right on. Alicorn, how are you doing? How was your week?
Well, my week has been very interesting, to be perfectly honest with you. I have an everlasting cookie in the Tuesday game, which is probably the highlight of my week. I also started my new medication, been working through those side effects, and I stopped buying cigarettes, and I now have a vape.
Congratulations. Good job.
Yay!
Yep, the juice is called Love Potion number 9. It's delicious. Just wanted to toss that out there. And that's basically been my week.
Right
I
on.
made it through training and stuff, and I haven't gotten fired yet, so
Good job. Keep it up.
High hopes.
I also heard through the grapevine that you had a dream about Samoya and Crest kissing.
I did. It was a wonderful dream. I hope to make it a reality in one of the sessions.
Did you poison Crest in the dream?
I bit his lip.
I'm just saying, there's a reason why I was inquiring about the poison bite.
Max, how was your
I'm
week?
Not looking forward to this all of a sudden.
It's been hectic. I had a 20 emo overhaul commission, and it was just like, oh, God. I got it done though.
Right on.
Nice.
And I'm back to working on the shirt. It was just like those were just like, here, I need these, and I'm like, but I have a list, and it's fine.
Rojan, we already heard from you. Never mind. I'm just kidding. How are you doing?
Screw this guy. He wasn't here last week. I'm doing pretty good. I kind of caved.
Bob
Still
Monster
playing.
Hunter?
Yeah, I'm a horrible person.
It's good.
It's good. I like it. The game is literally kill monsters to make your cat look pretty simulator. That's all you use it for.
That's all anybody would use it for.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
not
that there
like
is a ladybug costume for the cat that I need to get. But aside from that, started playing Dragon Age 2. Much to Alicorn's delight. She
that music though.
she had me quote unquote diddle Fenris because she wanted the character to romance Fenris.
Right on.
Deplorable.
So,
I made him name her Owlie, so she's a hawk owl because she's Owlie Hawk.
Yep. Her parents were bird people.
hey, Doc. So, just so chat gives me a heads up, my headphone jack that I normally use on my mic died. So I'm using a different headphone jack and shit sounds different on my end. You guys let me know if volume levels are good, if you can hear everybody, if I'm too fucking loud, that kind of stuff, because I've got to get used to the new setup and I can't hear myself as well as I could previously. So if I start shouting into the mic, hopefully the gate will catch it and won't break people's eardrums. But let me know if the volumes need adjusting. So, who wants to give a rundown of not only what happened last week, but where you guys ended the session before?
I vote Rojan.
The guy who wasn't here.
This is your punishment.
I don't know how I would do it. I wasn't here for the game.
That's okay.
Okay.
Just make something up.
They're all horrible traders that made a deal with Baba Yaga to screw me
I
over
did
to save
not.
their own skin.
I've
I did
never
not.
betrayed anyone in my life.
Bullshit.
I'm sorry. I'll temper my reactions on that one. I mean, I can recap kind of vaguely remember what happened. I recapped what happened in the hedge maze.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah. That's a better idea.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna be biased
we
as
were
hell.
in the hedge mage. Yes.
Hedge mage. That's a thing now.
Hedge mage. Yes.
That's-
Well,
those-
it is
that
a
is-
title.
That is what druids are now referred to as, is hedge mages.
Hedge maze. We were in the hedge maze, and we were settling down for the night in a little corner, cowering like shitheads. And we heard Baba Yaga things, and we went off to meet her, and Lex was just sleeping like a baby, none the wiser. So we go, and then we initially go into this little stair spiral thingy, and we're going up, and we end up back where we started. So we ended up having to go down. And then we ended up in this what do you call it?
Planetarium.
Yeah, that thing where Fives, of course, sits in this recliner and pushes a button and the top starts opening.
I didn't push a button. I sat in the chair, and then the chair leaned
you
back.
reclined. You
It was
reclined in it.
very comfy, and then that was one of the 3 times I died.
Yes, Roller, Hedgelord. Good one. So we ended up suffocating. Turns out we had to grab the balloons and just use them to rise up into another space where we went into this little circular area that was made of a dome of glass, where Crest began picking flowers and we had to kill bees. Then he picked more flowers and I tried to get him to go because we cracked the glass and he wouldn't move. So I tried to drag him away. Then he grabbed a plant that turned out to be a plant monster and we had to escape from that. And then there was a basilisk, and don't get me started on people getting stoned. Okay. we set free a hag that Baba Yaga was like, let her go. She's been here long enough. And then we went into this other room where there was a tree and a cute little kitty cat. And then we ended up going to Baba Yaga's throne room, and she pretty much gave us the option of accepting a deal for a item for Lex, or basically wandering her halls until we die or find our own way out. And that's just the road so far for last thingy.
Yep.
Last
Give
session.
yourself inspiration for the session. Well done. So, you guys, after your ordeal with Baba Yaga, you find yourself in the hedge maze hedge maze. It's going to be a thing now.
It is.
Camp at dawn. You 5 slipped the gauntlet onto Lex's arm. Heard this tink as something locked into place, and saw a brief moment of discomfort kind of roll across Lex's sleeping face before going off. Lex, you had a restful evening. You kind of got done with your watch, and or actually before the end of the watch you fell asleep. And you had a fairly restful sleep for some of it, and then it feels like the last couple of hours you've just kind of been tortured by nightmares. And you've kind of thrashed and woken yourself up a couple of times, thrashing into the barbs of the bushes, but then you've fallen back asleep, and your dreams have been tormented by cries of anguish and these flashes of red and necrotic images of gods just rotting away.
Is this any different from the past dreams I've had where Lathander is getting wrecked by a bunch of tentacles?
Yes, because usually those are momentary flashes, while this was a sustained nightmare.
Oh, so it's gotten worse.
Mm-hmm. You wake up the next morning, kind of unaware that you fell asleep during watch, and look down to find this gauntlet covering your forearm, a red pulsing gem embedded in the back of the hand of it. And you can feel it as you kind of move your hand, the pain as you twist, as it feels like something digs further into your skin.
Well, going with the normal thing to do, I am going to try to all hell to find the releases for this and pull it off my arm.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Told you that was his favorite word.
So you kind of twist your arm back and forth, looking at different angles, running your hand over it, trying to find a latch, and you're not able to find one.
Okay, so second thing I do is I quickly look around to see if anybody else has anything wrong with them.
You look around and they're all stirring, getting up. Looks like they look fine.
All right. I think this is when panic starts to set in. And I, just because it's Cholt and nothing here is ever nice or good or pleasant, I
had at
grasp
least one nice encounter.
one.
Maybe two.
I grasped the end of the gauntlet. And I tried to like start removing it like you would remove a glove.
All right.
Like fingers off first.
No, like you grab the base
From
of it and you pull it.
Like, ew,
Give me a strength check.
A strength check.
Mm-hmm. So you start to pull, and you can feel the gauntlet begin to give, and then it begins to hurt a lot. Are you gonna keep pulling?
No, I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably like cry out in pain a little bit as I just release it.
Okay. Didn't know how
Now, like,
how
cradling
desperate
it to-
Lex would be to get it off of his arm, so I wanted to ask.
He wants it off, but at the same time, don't want to rip the flesh off my arm or rip my arm off or, all of the glorious things that can happen.
Okay.
So
you don't want like a stump arm.
So as you let go of trying to pull this thing, it slaps back against your forearm, and you feel something tighten and dig into the flesh further.
Pleasant.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna try this.
Okay.
I don't think it's a third level spell or lower, but
No, absolutely not. 10 plus. Okay, so go ahead and give me a. What was your spellcasting ability for clerics? Is it charisma?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
It's wisdom.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom check.
Oh god, I got to do it.
Because you have to beat the spell's DC that you're trying to dispel.
Oh god.
Nope. So you cast Dispel Magic, and the gauntlet tightens, and you can see blood begin to run down your forearm towards your elbow, through the open hole in the gauntlet.
At this point, probably seeing him flail around, I'm just going to nudge Fives and be like, you probably should tell him before he hurts himself.
Any more than I already have.
Trying to imagine. No, he doesn't have teeth to brush, so I would not be brushing my teeth.
You brushing your
You could
beak,
be
maybe?
preening.
I'd be preening. Well, wait a minute. Do Kenku preen? I don't really have like
Sure.
plumage. I don't have plumage, and I can't reach my neck to preen.
Maybe
All right.
brushing your beak.
So, polishing my beak. Bags don't even.
Is that what we're calling it now?
That's what we're calling it. So you got to get rid of the stress in the morning. So I kind of like at Samoya. Look over at Lex. Lex, what wrong?
I just hold up the gauntlet that's like oozing blood now. This appeared on me throughout the night. We have a problem.
It looks good.
No, it doesn't. It's fastened itself to me.
Roll me a perception check real quick, Lexus.
Oh, of
As
course,
you-
I noticed this.
As you're holding up the gauntlet, indicating to like the blood that is like dripping down, you realize that where the blood is kind of touching your skin, it's now turning to metal, and the drops of blood that are falling are hitting the ground, making this tink, tink, tink sound as they hit.
Okay, that's
Holy shit.
Crest. Need a little help.
It wasn't supposed to do that, Crest.
Help with what exactly?
Wait, it's not supposed to do what?
Way too early in the morning.
No, Fives. What did you say?
Nothing. Talking to Crest.
Yeah,
Nice club.
you said it's not supposed to do that.
Okay. Really, Five doesn't know what it's supposed to do. Just knows you have to wear it.
I'm gonna regret this, even more than I already do.
It's okay.
But
Pfizer
why
grants it.
do I have to wear this? What is it?
It's a glove.
I can see that. Why
Okay.
do I have to wear the glove? And why is it turning my blood metal?
And in the middle of that third question, Lex is racked with a scream in his head, and just this flash of blood, and Lathander with blood pouring from his eyes, tentacles wrapped around his throat, and his hands holding him in a bound position.
And this is just a flash?
Well, flash is too short. It lasts for probably 45 seconds to a minute.
Okay.
Jesus
And
Christ.
all you can do is kind of hold your head as you're trying
Yeah,
to kind of contain the scream inside your head.
I kind of figured it was going to be, one of those instantaneous drop to fetal positions, like clutch, like holding on to my head as much as possible. And then probably once it ends, Lex is probably going to be ghost pale with that cold sweat on him.
Did not like this pose. That'd be pretty
Yeah.
accurate.
Yeah.
Noticing that he's freaking the fuck out, kind of waddle on over there, put a hand on his shoulder, let him know that, he's not alone, technically. Now he's never going to be alone. And it's kind of pat his shoulder a bit, and
They're there.
they're there. Crest, help?
How exactly?
Explain? I can't find words.
I wasn't the one that put it on him. I wasn't a part of this deal, Fives. I understand as much about Baba Yaga as you do.
You tits on a bear. I'm gonna look down at Crest, and I
I
kind
don't
of
think I know what that means.
I look down at Lex, and I kind of grab his hand, his gauntleted hand, I'm assuming you're like this, so I'm gonna.
Oh
grab,
yeah, it's like this. It's like trying to block punches or whatnot.
right. And I kind of hold his own hand in front of his face, and say, "Well, his god, she took us in her house again, and this means we can leave." I don't know why metal. Tinking at the blood that is now solid metal.
You made a deal
Mm-hmm.
for me.
Mm-hmm.
Who said yes?
Okay, out of character. Who said yes? Because I completely forgot.
I don't think any of us said yes. Did
No,
we?
I think
Javaria
Javaria.
tried to grab it first.
Yeah, I think Javaria
Oh,
said
that's
yes
right. Yeah.
because because I think the out of character the exact words were, "I want to go home and I'm tired of his heels not working."
Yep.
Exactly.
That's true.
Okay, all right. So back in. Who said yes? And
And Jiraiya's just crawling further into her sleeping bag, not here.
so I kind of just stand between Javaria and him. I go, I put on your hand.
Why? Why you?
No one else would.
So why did you put it on me?
Because we had to?
Could you not wait for me to have made that choice?
No. You would have not put it on, which would have been the right thing to do. But then we would probably be stuck back in house. With lizard and space and bugs and plants. And
Now, I think it's fair to give him the whole story, Fives.
oh, that's not good.
We were given the gauntlet, and then we were returned here with the instruction to put it on him. We were free before it was put on him.
Oh, you're right. Should have put it on you.
Wasn't meant for me.
So Samoya's gonna lean back with a mouthful of rations or whatever, and just be like, she said that it was gonna help you be in communication with your god or something silly like that, and then I'm gonna go back to eating.
Oh, there's something going on. Did she tell you when I could remove it?
No.
Honestly, I think she just did this because she is mad at you.
Fives.
What? She
The
is
next-
mad at you.
The next time you see her,
Yes.
kill Crest in front of her.
Starting to sound like a really good idea.
I disagree.
I'll help.
Democracy.
As like the entire time, it just the arm is up like this. It's like
So-
just full on nursing that arm.
The longer you hold it, the more the blood kind of begins to drip off of your elbow, and you find that like by the end of it, your whole forearm, or at least the backside of it, and your elbow is starting to have a metal coating to it.
Is it still flexible?
It's tense, but still flexible. It's like if you were wearing an aluminum kind of arm wrap.
Does it add to his AC? By chance.
Nope.
Trying to find a silver lining. Come on, man. Throw me a fucking bone here.
I can't do that. We're streaming, and that's not allowed by the TOS.
You wish it was long enough to reach. Anyway.
Damn. So he just has, I think it's just more instinct that he's got the arm up like this.
Okay.
And then when his brain finally clicks that, hey, that's not probably a good idea, it's just going to bring it down.
Okay, you can feel it stiff, but still movable, and it's got this metal tink sound like when you move, and you can see that the metal's beginning to kind of form folds where your elbow kind of bends to allow that movement.
I'm going to have a full metal arm by the time this is done.
Mm-hmm. Maybe your name should be Elric.
Now we really have to keep him away from the dogs.
So, as you guys are finally finishing the conversation and beginning to break camp, you can hear that same forlorn, lusty croak sound coming from inside of the center of the maze.
Oh, and we're still here.
Yeah.
She couldn't find it in herself to move us out of here.
No.
The only thing she gave us was you guys getting out of the house.
Yes. And your glove.
To be fair, we haven't yet retrieved the prize from the center of the maze.
I honestly care very little about the prize.
I'm still hoping that there's no prize.
The sooner we get rid of this death curse, the sooner I can go back to Daggerford and put all of this behind me.
Well, let's get started then.
Who is taking the lead for the marching orders?
Crest.
Crest was.
Yep.
Okay. Go
We
ahead.
still get to move like a little bit at a time, right?
Yep, just a little bit at a time.
Where the oh, there I am. Like, where am I?
Crest, roll me a dexterity check, please.
Please be
I
another
was waiting for that.
hit. Please. We should be keeping count of how many he falls into.
I think he may have made it.
Hang on, I'm having to adjust cams. There we go.
He's learning.
Damn.
So you step down and you can feel the ground begin to give way just under the toes of your foot, and you hop back quickly as another pit opens up under your step. Looking down, you see the similar punji sticks and the 10-foot pit that you've become oh so familiar with.
See, my dex is actually my third highest stat. I was just rolling really bad on those other ones. So I'm, in that case, going to either go around or hop over that trap to continue moving forward.
And that's in that square right here, correct? Okay.
Where I just drew that red square.
Cool. Bounce.
Crest, give me another dexterity check.
Dude,
I
can we
swear
just call
I'm-
him Canary?
I'm rolling for these, and they're in 18s and 19s, and that's just what I rolled.
Can we call him Canary instead of Crest?
Oh, that's a 5. You're going in the pit, sir.
Rip the dream.
Crest, feeling,
he's Test
feeling
Penguin.
very confident, having dodged the last pit, is walking kind of smugly along, and just his foot goes through, and he falls, catches himself falling into the pit. Let's see. So you're gonna take that from the fall.
You caught yourself in the spikes. It's all good.
You're gonna land on 4 spikes, however. Each one does, let's see, so it's gonna be 46 piercing. And
12 damage total.
no,
Oh, right. It has poison damage too, doesn't it?
it does. And there are 4 of these, so it's gonna be 86.
No.
Oh, those 6s.
Woo!
Holy.
So I have 2 HP left.
So he's
Fine.
looking up. He didn't actually impact the ground and take a whole lot of damage from that because the spikes caught him.
Oh, I know where one of those
Looking
spikes
up,
went.
you can see that there's one through a shoulder, one through his side where a kidney probably used to be, one through a thigh, and then the other through like his bicep.
I was gonna say Main Street, but okay, that's good. Like, with that much damage?
And you look down, you can see him just cough up this mouthful of blood and bile as the poison is working its way kind of through his system.
I'm gonna reach down and like put my arm out to try to unimpale.
Unimpale.
I'm gonna unimpale.
Unskewer.
I'm gonna deskewer. Poor Crest.
Okay. Give me a strength check. Don't fuck it up.
Savings throw or check?
Check.
I
Does anybody want to help him?
I would probably
matter.
help at this point, but
Okay. The two of you reach down, and one of you grabs one arm and one leg, and the other grabs another arm and the other leg, and you just kind of hoist him up and
He's
like,
pretty.
walk him over and set him down gently on the ground as he's coughing up more of this bile and blood. You have 2 hit points, was that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Walk over and
Slap him on the back of this.
cure
you-
wounds him. I may have.
Which
I
hand are you
may
touching him
have-
with? Is it the gauntlet or the other hand?
Let's touch him with the gauntlet.
Okay.
Let's
It
not
comes
do that.
it comes from that he serves, so maybe it likes him.
Okay. So you reach down with the gauntlet and you can see the gem on the back of the hand glow this bright white for a minute, and then a single crack begin to run the length of the gem. The heel goes off and you hear this scream in your head of Lathander, so much that you can't contain it, and it comes out of your mouth, and you just find yourself yelling at the top of your lungs as you're healing Crest. Crest heal, what is that, 15? Heal 30.
15.
Damn.
I think at that, Lex is probably gonna fall. Like after he's done screaming to the high heavens, he's gonna fall over with a like a shocked look on his face, and he's just gonna stare intently at that gem.
Okay.
Did you say that like so Lathander's voice was coming out of Lexus's mouth?
Mm-hmm.
And it doubled.
It did.
And the gem cracked.
It did. It's just a hairline crack down the center of the gem.
Psionic damage doesn't exist in 5th edition.
Oh, yes,
Psychic
it does.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to know how you
Psychic
kill a
damage is
barbarian
still a
real
thing.
quick? Do a whole bunch of psychic damage.
Attack the mind. After I heal him, I look him dead in the eyes, and I bring the gauntlet up to his face. I'm like, when we're through this, or the next time we have camp, you're doing as much as you can to tell me what the hell this is.
As you bring it up, you notice that before the gauntlet stopped mid-forearm, and now it seems to cover your forearm and the crack of your elbow.
That's where the blood was coming down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's expanding.
So, I'm not doing anything about it now, but when he kind of shoves the gauntlet in my face, I'm going to make a note to kind of remember all the finer details of it so I can record that later in my books.
Okay.
God, what the hell did you do to me?
I'm hesitant to push forward, but
I could
Just-
do it.
I'm gonna
Only
hop over. I'm gonna hop
one way to go.
over the thing and just kind of like keep pace with Crest, still letting him be in front,
Okay.
but literally just right behind him every single time.
And Crest, you're rounding a corner, kind of hobbling, feeling a bit holy. And you can hear a voice from under the maze brambles. Psst. Psst. Over here.
Which direction is it coming from?
It's coming from this set of brambles right beside you.
Kind of like move my foot off to the side and poke my beak down below.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of lean down and examine it.
And down there is a grung. It's an orange grung with some kind of like white markings. And she looks up and she goes, "Grung need help. Finish maze, come help."
What sort of help?
Grung Kingdom in trouble.
I would-
Grung ritual not go right. Need help.
I would be happy to help if you can lead us through this maze.
Grung has door. Grung not need maze.
Can we fit through the door?
You too big.
Can I fit
It's
through the door?
grung door. You bird, you might eat grungs. No, you no come through door.
How am I supposed to help if I get lost in this maze?
She gestures like to the south. She said, "Keep going. You find. You smart adventurer. Then you help grung ritual."
I look back over at Samoya. Smart adventure.
Do you have a name, perhaps?
Croak.
Fitting. Proceed south, then.
Yes, go south. Finish maze. Come help grung ritual. I have to go. I have to make ritual work. Come find Croak. Come find Croak.
Okay.
And the grung just kind of disappears back into the brambles.
At least it wasn't called Bob.
I'm gonna, if for nothing else, I'm gonna take that as a sign that we are going the right way. So I'm going to continue forward.
Okay.
Don't fall in any more traps.
These dice just hate me so much.
No, look,
Give me
another
a dexterity
18.
check. I swear to God, this isn't intentional.
Bro. Bro.
Oh, I saw that one and I was about to be so upset.
So you've gotten to the point where most of the time you feel like you can spot these traps now, having been intimate with several of them.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
So this time you actually see it, and you kind of take a stick and outline the area that you estimate the trap to be in.
And again, I will hop over or go around and proceed forward into a dead end.
Question mark?
Always a question mark.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Sorry.
HP Fox, give me a dexterity check. It's literally like, I wish I was making this up. There is a marked spot on the back.
All right, wait. Can I try to lend a dexterity save to try to help him out?
Me too, to see if
I said I was tailing him, but I did not actively.
I will let Fives try to assist him.
All right, can I like grab at his thing and be like,
again, not that kind of stream.
Phrasing.
Cape, cloak? What the fuck are you even wearing, man? Like a tunic?
I am wearing mithril armor. Thank you very much.
Mithril. Oh, that's right. He did buy the armor, which is doing nothing to help you getting, sodomized by punchy pits.
Go ahead and give me a. You can either do athletics or acrobatics.
Bloop, acrobatics. Proficient in it too.
So I'm
gonna like push him out of the way and somersault over. Haha.
You see him fall into the pit, and you slide forward on your stomach, and you grab like his forearms, right, and he's now dangling over this pit. Give me a strength check to see if you can pull him up.
Okay. Just want you to know, this is my dump stat.
I know.
All right.
I'm well aware. There you go. You did it. So you grab him, and you're beginning to you're scooting and just kind of pulling yourself back along the ground,
the entire
him
time
back
grunting.
up out of this pit.
Can I be like just grunting and mumbling, stupid no tongue, as I'm like shimmying him back out of the hole?
And Cress, you're like looking over your shoulders, and you're seeing more of these punji sticks, and some of them are coated in the green poison that you've kind of gotten used to. Others have this thick black, almost looks like tar coating on them.
That one would have probably been a bad hole to fall into.
Yeah, probably. So, I mean, aside from being angry about falling into yet another pit, I'm a little angry that that Croak was the name. Kind of semi-led us here because it popped out of the brambles directly on the other side of this wall, which gave the impression that I had to go around.
That's not Croak's fault.
That's entirely Croak's fault.
Own assumption.
That was a poor interpretation there, Fox. Okay.
Right, no, it's just like Croak didn't technically do anything bad.
That's right.
She gave you a choice. She didn't put you in the pit.
Whether it's at fault or not, I still want to kick it like a soccer ball.
And now you know why I hate Baba Yaga.
So, time to go back.
Scoot. Pet the not fives. Waiting for the fearless leader.
Hold there. Somebody give me a 1d4.
Boop. Boop.
Fantastic, thank you.
Mine was better, I think.
Ooh.
Oh.
These guys.
So, Crest, as you turn the corner, you see more of the zombies that have gotten themselves kind of stuck in the maze. Their flesh kind of torn and their clothes torn from where they've bounced in and out of the brambles. But as you turn the corner, they kind of stop and look in your direction and begin to shuffle towards you. Everybody give me initiative.
Bop. Damn.
That zombie with that -1 initiative.
That's all right. I'm right there at a 2.
All right, and actually, I think before we get into combat, let's go ahead and take our first break for the night, and then we'll come back and we'll deal with these zombies. Mila, hi, how are you doing? So, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, get up, stretch legs, all that good fun stuff, and we will be back here in just a minute, folks. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching some D&D with us tonight, and I've got to get used to my new audio setups and where I have everything at, and we will be back here in about 5 minutes or so.
us. Boston boys, alas, are few. Some from crosstown, some from coast. To give our skipper one last toast. We'll pour the good stuff round his casket, drop some coin into the basket, bow our heads and praise the Lord, and rouse ourselves and strike a chord. Let's raise the glass and lift it up, then sip from Jimmy Collins' cup and hail the lads that won the crown that brought victory to our grounds. Let's raise the glass and lift it up, then sip from Jimmy Collins' cup and hail the lads that won the crown while turning baseball upside down. We hit 'em hard, we hit 'em clean, the pitching of big building in. Some Lake to bum, some hit 'em out. Remember old Buck Freeman's clowns. We'll sing of Candy, Cy and Freddie, Patsy Doherty, Broadway, Hobie, Chicken Jack, O'Brien, Honus, Wagner sat there crying. Let's raise a glass and lift it up, then sip from Jimmy Collins' cup and hail the lads that won the crown that brought victory to our grounds. Let's raise a glass and lift it up, then sip from Jimmy Collins' cup and hail the lads that won the crown while turning baseball upside down. Great, and now that you have crossed the plate and scored that final run of life, we'll hug your kids and kiss your wife.
All right, we're back. Welcome back, everybody.
Hello, it me.
Actually, we should go to this one. All right. So, Fives has first initiative. What's Fives up to?
Fives is about what, like fucking 4 foot something, 5 foot something.
It's a pig.
Ah,
Ha ha! Yep.
that joke's.
All right. Well, let's see. I am going to. You know, this is a very good question. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. I'm thinking I'm too close to do that. So, yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and move in right here. Right here. And I am going to attack that one.
All right.
It's gonna be 1 second. There is something I want to attack him with, but I got a compendium real quick.
Is it a taco? Are you attacking him with a taco?
Can I be attacked with a taco?
Right?
No. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm going to hit him with a stunning strike,
All right, go for it.
which basically means if the attack connects, I'm gonna go ahead and use. So let's just go ahead. Let's just start off. First things first. Bam.
All right, that'll hit.
Okay, so we do damage like normal,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna expel one key. Do a stunning strike. He has to succeed a Constitution saving throw or be stunned.
I think you succeeded.
I wish I could put him in like with the update like we talked about earlier today.
Yeah.
Because then it would actually give you a freaking, anyway.
We can work
All
on
right.
it after game or sometime this week.
Right, so that way I can actually give you a value. But anyway, in that case, if he he doesn't get stunned.
It's going to be 10 plus your dexterity modifier.
Right, so 10 plus 4, 14 then.
14,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Noticing that he doesn't get stunned, trying to stun interrupting key of a undead thing and realizing how dumb that was of me. Fives is going to go ahead and do Step of the Wind, which is like a retreat. I do not provoke an attack of opportunity from it.
Okay.
That's my bonus action. I go right back here.
Sounds good. All right, Crest.
So since he moved, I will take his place. I'm going to go ahead. aiming at the same one that he was attacking. First, I'm going to put my curse on it. And then give the old swipe.
Alright, that'll hit. I don't know what happened there. That's weird.
Oh?
Either way.
Oh, that damage will also be +3 from my proficiency bonus in the curse.
Okay, so it's a little, does that take the proficiency into account? It does not. Okay. So 11. Okay, and then I need to make a thing here. Alright.
Damn, that con roll.
I know, right?
Seriously. Some beefy, meaty zombies, man.
20 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Crest, since you're right here.
Naturally.
22, I think, hits your AC.
Yes.
Alright, so you get like 3 damage from the zombie just kind of rearing back, rah, and like bringing its fist forward into the side of Crest's jaw.
Rah.
Ah. Let's see. We determined that Kit and Samoya go at the same initiative. Is that right? Alicorn, you were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, that's what I saw in there, but I don't even know anymore. I have to read back through it.
Okay, well, in that case, we'll just go with Kit's initiative for tonight until we get it determined correctly. So Kit's turn.
Okay. Just going to attack this one because it's the only one in her line of sight right now.
Okay.
So just pop right here and I'm just gonna talons it.
Hey, Ems, that'll hit.
Woo!
-3. Alright. Zombie. Let's see. Kit's gonna be 1. Crest is gonna be 2. Crest,
This game is going to kill me today.
what's your AC?
My AC is 17.
So that'll hit. So you'll take another 6 as another one kind of shambles out from around one of the corners and just lurches forward, bringing its hand and like shoving you back. Not enough to give you a movement, but Javaria.
Like in hockey, like cross-checked him.
Yeah. Shoulder
Come
checked
in
him.
here. Oh God. Okay.
Instantly like, why did I do this?
Welcome to the party.
Okay. Okay.
Fiesta.
Okay. So, not about to try and wiggle my way through these guys. So, I yell duck.
Goose.
And I aim for that one.
Sorry, which one? This one here?
Or yeah,
Okay.
whichever one. So
Turn these
I yell
nameplates
duck.
That will hit.
Woohoo!
4, 6. All right.
Because I was just imagining if I missed, Colk-ocking poor Crest in the side of the head with a rock.
Are you doing anything else? You could, so you can split your movement since you didn't use your full 30 feet or 40 feet, whatever it happens to be for you. So you can move, attack, and then move if you wanted to like retreat. You're not in like a threatened square, so nobody gets an attack of opportunity on you.
I think I'm gonna hold right where I am so that if I need to defend or something, I'm in a good spot.
Okay.
Okay.
Samoya.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna move Kit outside of the maze just so I can see what my field of view is for Samoya.
Okay.
Okay, so I can only see one zombie right now. Gonna move here and then use my first attack to shoot at this one.
All right. That will hit. -9. All right.
And then second attack to shoot at this one.
Okay. That also hits. -9 again. All right. Zambi number this one. That hedge is taking up most of that square, so the only person in reach is Crest. That'll hit, so take another 4 as another one. Ah! And like, he's got these bone protrusions where his arms have been broken and just kind of jabs them into you, kind of into the backs of your shoulder.
And I'm going to use a reaction, excuse me, to...
Thank you. I'm going to assume that was you, Alicorn. Thank you. Dexterity.
Yeah, I wanted to say something, but I thought I'd let you guys work it out.
DC 13. If it fails, it takes 15 fire damage.
Okay, so 15, so it's, okay. This one's probably... That's not what I meant to roll. I meant to roll this. Yep, still dead. Okay. Alright, and so this one is dead now. Get rid of that. Alright, and... Oh wait, that was the wrong one. This one's dead now. This one's
I can't
dead
see
now.
anything but blackness, so I'll
Charlie
take your
Murphy.
word. Charlie Murphy.
Lexus. Also, you're muted, Rogen.
Thank you.
Yep.
How's Chris looking?
He's a bit bruised, but not terrible. You can see, like, he's got a wound on his, like, the back of his shoulder, but you know it's nothing life-threatening.
Nothing life-threatening?
No.
Okay.
I mean, no more than Cholt naturally is.
Oh, okay, so he's near death.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rage in your voice is palpable. Like, god damn, dude. Like, I'm gonna heal you to death. you son of-
Chew on it.
Wait, what?
The waft of grr coming off from you was like I could just bite into like a juicy fruit.
Yeah, it was like one of those like so how's he looking? It's not life threatening, huh? Yeah. I was like, are you gonna heal him to death? Like, what the hell's going on?
Gonna heal you so much you die and then come back to life. All right. Well, I guess everybody here is gonna gain this.
All right.
I'll use Prayer of Healing.
So,
Wait.
which hand are you conjuring this spell through?
Well, seeing as how I am right-handed and my weapon is in my right hand, it will have to be the gauntlet hand.
All right. So you instantly, your head splits with this migraine. You get these flashes of Lathander's eyes just in horrific pain, the scream echoing out of your throat again. As the gem cracks again, this time kind of diagonally across the surface, and everyone in range is healed for 20.
What if you get overhealed?
Then you just heal to your max.
No temporary HP?
Nope.
Why do I feel like every time I heal somebody, I'm actually hurting Lathander?
Wouldn't that be something? Sweating profusely.
Whistles innocently.
I swear to God.
Which one?
Don't do that. You might hurt more.
Okay, look, I don't need Godslayer to my title here.
But why?
That's a pretty cool title, dude. What?
but not his own.
So, Crest, you see the zombie that's kind of been in the background shamble forward and reach out, hands clenched, swinging wildly, but missing. 5s.
It's getting mighty crowded around here. Would I be able to occupy the same space as Crest?
Yes, it's just considered difficult terrain. I don't know how that works for a disengaged, though. So that's something to keep in mind. I may need to look that up real quick.
I can't see due to fog of war. Would there, just for the sake of mechanics wise, would there be a space that I could be next to him? Because that's my original goal. But if I can't see a zombie in the way, and I can't stand here, there's a hedge here. I can't.
You could just stand on top of him and literally in that square.
Okay, so just the same square as him.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
So if you hold down Alt when you're moving your token, you can move off of the grid. So you can kind of position yourself slightly north of me if you wanted to.
Cool. Okay. I mean, that doesn't help, but yeah. Okay. No, that's right on. That's good. That's good. So that way I can actually. Right. Anyways. All right. Okay. Fives really wants to move on. So, first order of business. That one that I was originally attacking.
The southernmost one?
Yeah, the southernmost one.
That'll hit.
I'm gonna drive my guitar victory!
Alright, and let's see. Hang on, I gotta do a thing. 16.
Punch down in the chest.
Alright, just barely. Alright, so that one is dead.
Alright. Emboldened and full of determination from essentially killing this freaking zombie that never dies. I'm gonna go ahead and attack this one.
Okay.
Broop,
That'll hit.
broop.
That's 8. Alright.
Alright, and now I'm going to expel for my bonus action. No, actually I don't expel for that. That's cool. I'm just gonna use my bonus action to do my agile parry. So now I have 16 AC.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of like bracing.
Sounds good. Crest.
So I'm going to aim for the one that Fives was just attacking.
Okay.
The immediate east there.
That will hit. I need to do a 17. Nope. Alright, so he's dead.
And then the last one.
Alright. That will hit. So the glaive like crashes across this thing's ribcage, and you can see kind of the bones split, and you can hear it crack, and you can see as the organs hang intact, and it just kind of looks at you with his dead gaze, still standing there.
Gross.
Kit.
Talon's time. Super
Caw.
time. Caw.
Caw! Oh!
Nice crit.
Kit's super angry. She's had about enough of these fucking zombies.
Alright, so minus 12, 17. And it's still there. Kit kind of dives down and wrenches off the flesh from this thing's face. And so now you have this zombie standing there with just this bare skull, and Kit flying off with this rotting carcass of a face in its talons.
Yummy.
Javaria.
Alright.
No, that's the zombie.
Ah.
You gotta kinda just dance my way in here. And I'm going to baseball swing smack this thing in the head.
Two-handed?
Yeah, two-handed swing. Or not!
So you crack, and the quarterstaff connects and just reverberates down to your hands, like to the point where your hands get sore, and the zombie just looks over. Half of its skull just kind of smashed, where like its cheekbone and eye socket were.
It's like a cat just bap. Bap, bap, bap. It looks vicious, but it's pretty nice.
Samoya.
Yeah, I'm popping Kit back outside the maze for line of sight reasons. Okay, I can see it from here. And
Hey, Moose.
Hey, Moose.
Longbow. Woo!
That'll hit. Damage of 8, so 13. Alright, so that will kill that one.
It just explodes into a pile of grossness.
So the longbow, like, Samoya pulls back her longbow and lets the arrow fly, and it just kind of hits right into the cracked eye socket, embedding the arrow tip into the what's left of the brain, and you can just watch the zombie kind of crumble into a pile.
Can I get off of Cresta's shoulders now?
I mean, if you
What if I don't want you to?
Baby, please.
I think seeing that arrow strike, Crest is probably gonna rub his shoulder a little bit, still sore from the arrow strike that he took.
Did you ever pull that arrow out?
Because we took a rest, I'm gonna say I did, but I kept the arrow.
Man, you creepy.
No, Senpai noticed me and gave me an arrow. This is the best gift ever.
He really likes me.
My waifu will know what she has one day.
Your waifu was shit. Don't at me.
So if there are no other objections, I'm going to continue to push forward.
Yeah, go for it.
Gosh, you're just gonna trigger everything on the way there. This is fine.
I hope so.
I have 5s to help me now.
I don't know. That's such a good thing, homie.
Lex, where are you? Oh, there you are. Creeped up behind me. Hi.
I lost my token for a second. I was trying to find it.
Now I can't metagame that, so I'm just gonna.
Give me a dexterity check.
Yeah. Okay. Jesus.
This is what happens when you lead the party.
Oh, come on.
No, maybe you should let the rogue.
I'm gonna try to save him again because this is getting just comedic. It's like at this point, it's not even tragic anymore. It's like Benny Hill music.
This is getting tedious. Is what it's getting because like
I
every
feel like
every
should just
spell
try
that
and
I'm
rope
expending
to it.
seems to be to save Crest's life at the moment.
I would
We
love
should
for this
just
to be
tie
a
a
little
rope
bit
to
more
him and
tedious.
everybody hold on to a piece of the rope. So if we see him start falling, we can all just jerk it.
Give me a dexterity check there, 5s.
We put him on one of those child leashes.
Child leash. I'm proficient.
Okay. Give me a strength check to pull him back up.
Yeah, this ain't gonna help. I don't think I'm gonna pull him up successfully.
No?
Can I just hold him in place and dangle him?
So you slide forward to the edge of the pit, grabbing at Crest's hands as he's beginning to fall. Crest, give me Crest, high or low?
Can you give me can I just grunt out like, not again?
Low?
Please stop.
Low. Yeah.
And you grab him, and as soon as you do, you look down and you can see one of the punji sticks like protruding from his side. So you're not going to take the falling damage. You are going to take the damage from the punji stick and the poison, though. So punji stick was... But it's only one punji stick instead of the potential 4. So 3 there, and then... an additional 9. So 12 damage altogether for Crest.
It's not too bad. I can take that. As long as we can
Crest.
keep finding stuff that I can curse and then kill, I can keep healing myself.
Crest, please stop.
This is not how you find traps.
I think
This is why you want a kobold on a stick.
you do, but I think his arrogance and his anger is just kind of taking over at this point, and he clambers out of the pit, and he very stubbornly just pushes forward.
So we stuff him in a
We
circle.
could go other path, Crest? Hello?
He's not even listening.
Somebody give me a d6 roll. Don't
40.
care who. Okay. I need to go grab something. Hang on.
No, hold on. What?
Would like to know.
Where?
Fives doesn't want to go down there.
It'd be so much easier if these things were like in alphabetical order or something.
Oh, for God's
You
sake.
know what I can do is I can just do it this way. Hang on.
You know that scares me, right?
What's
All
that?
right.
When you say that they're not in alphabetical order.
Alphabetical.
Look, okay, I can't talk tonight. I've got a curse
okay.
gauntlet on my hand.
Neither can I, dude.
I'm starving.
Don't be starved, go get numb.
Ooh. Some noms don't sound like a bad idea. Oh. I have nothing to snack on.
Okay.
Truly is a dark day.
The darkest timeline.
Truly the darkest timeline.
Crest, I'm assuming, can see down
I
the corridor.
can see 3 of them from where I am.
3 of what? What?
So what is Crest doing since he's leading the group and you see this in front of you?
Should have listened to fights.
Well, the last ones that we came across weren't immediately hostile. They were just telling us to fuck off, essentially. So I'm going to push forward.
Just act like you're supposed to be here, huh? Just act natural.
And I'll like go right up to them.
I'm not.
So you walk up and they all hoist their or pull their daggers and hoist their spears. Oh, good job, Crest. Right where you needed to go. Give me a dexterity save.
Bro!
God damn it.
Bro.
You've got to be kidding me.
You go first.
Literally,
It's
there's
not
a
a
trap
bad
icon
stat.
right there.
Can I interject at this point? 5, seeing what just happens, would just turn around and like, nope, and just usher Samoya and Lexus back. We're going the other way.
Crest is you guys' trap finder.
With
He's
his
the
face.
sacrificial lamb at this point.
Falling damage.
You do know that rogues have the ability to locate traps, right? You don't need to step on them.
Number
It's
of
also
spikes you hit. Damage from spikes.
Be gentle.
No, he's going in dry. Bite the pillow.
Amount of damage from poison on said spikes.
Jesus Christ.
2, 14, 33.
It's like you don't even appreciate the healing I'm doing.
I'm still alive.
Still alive. You can see like a hand shoot out of the bungee pit. Still alive.
I'm okay.
Fuck you guys. We're going this way.
I want to point out that I have 1 HP left.
Beautiful.
You guys are fantastic in dungeons.
like,
It's good.
As Fives is like trying to force like Samoya and me back, I'm like, Fives, you know we got to get him.
No. Angry Berry's there.
Do you want angry berries or do you want an angry witch lady?
Angry Berries, get him out the pit. It's gonna be fine. It's good. It's okay. Please go back.
So you look over and you can see Crest's hand reaching up out of the pit, trying to grasp at the ledge, and the grungs on the other side of the pit, like stabbing at it with the spear tips.
All right. Well, I'm going to start shooting at the grungs.
All right, give me initiative, everybody.
Man.
Well, he may be an idiot, and I don't really like him that much. He's my idiot, and they can't be poking him with punchy sticks.
That 3 initiative. I don't. It's like, should we just put me at the bottom of the list every time?
Crest.
Back of the line.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're a healer? Nah. Let's wait until they need to be healed.
That's right.
Oh, not
Oh.
even close.
I want.
Look, this is fate. Fate. You know what? You're the DM. Accept
Yeah.
responsibility.
I
Kill
know.
it.
I'm trying to be nice, but at the same time, the Grug's sitting by a pit, looking at this thing, trying to get out. It's gonna stab it with a spear.
I'm trying to be nice. Just-
Trying to. HP Fox, what's your flat-footed's not a thing in 5th Ed, is it?
I don't think so.
It isn't, no.
Okay, so you can't really dodge the attack.
I think in these cases they get advantage.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a good point. So he's gonna have advantage because you really can't move.
Because you're a crust kebab.
So I'm going to go ahead and expend my last spell slot to bump my AC up to 22.
Okay,
Dude.
good reaction. Let's see.
Clever use of game mechanics. Well done.
Yeah. 1. Standing weight 25 feet. 2, 3. Javaria! One has jumped Actually, this is probably gonna be a surprise attack, because you were following the group and he has appeared behind you. So I'm gonna give him advantage on this.
Can't even
Oh,
see Javaria right now.
Don't worry about me. I'm blending in with the darkness.
16 hit your AC.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Shush!
So
Y'all
you're gonna
gave
take
me away.
10 points of damage as this grung like leaps over the hedges. He's got 2 daggers in his hand and just kind of comes down into Javaria's back.
I
Super
feel
stealthy
so
elf-
bad fighting these things, so they look so adorable in the icons.
Crest.
It's the eyes.
Yes,
It's the
the
eyes.
frog legs.
The other one standing at the
Those are
or
pretty
one of the
good.
other ones standing at the side of the pit.
Are you kidding me?
Nah, dude.
Rip.
My AC is 22 and it still hits me. 22
That guy.
at 5th level and it still hits me. The dice really are trying to kill me
They
this
do
game.
not like you tonight. Give me a death saving throw.
It is time.
Where are you?
How about that backup
I'm
character?
waiting on the botch on the death saving throw. All right, so that's one success. And now it is your turn. So give me a second death saving throw. All right, 2
Hey.
successes. 5s.
Okay. Okay. So, all right, just hear me out. If I successfully kill them, can I just chuck them into the pit and pile them on top of Crest? Like trying to cover up something that like a mess that you made.
There's no reason that I would say no.
Sweet. Okay.
Wait, so are you trying to bury him like
Yes.
like an ashamed
Yes.
dog after
Yes.
they broke something?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Literally, I am under extreme protest. I'm going to just basically not even I stroll casually up to like I just
Got a little saunter.
just like walk up, look down at the grung, look at the hole, kind of look at the grung and just do one of those. And I'm gonna put it in its face. And
That'll hit. And that'll kill it.
all right, moving on up. Next.
You throwing
Next
that one
attack.
in the pit?
Yep, I just kind of like, shimmy with my foot and kind of walk up casually. Again, like, I am so sorry. 5 sorry. And then just rear back and another one.
That'll botch.
Oh, I botch.
Night kiddo.
So I go to swing and I miss terribly. And I, fumble on my, do I fumble?
Give me a dexterity saving throw real quick.
Oh,
You
Before
fall
he
in
falls
crest.
in the pit on top.
He does a little pirouette.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm proficient in it too. So, I mean, it doesn't
So
really matter.
you go to swing and you just kind of overexert yourself and you find yourself tumbling on the edge of the pit and you luckily catch yourself and bring yourself forward, pushing yourself into the brambles right there. So you're going to take a little bit of damage from that, but it's better than falling into the pit.
Right. So I take 2.
2 points of
Tell me
damage
about
from
it.
the brambles.
Right. No big deal. I still get my bonus action though,
Yeah.
which I am going to use to attack that dude. Oh no, with agile parry. So like it's kind of one of those where he like misses, hurts himself, and I'm okay. It's kind of like
Nothing happened.
you didn't see that.
Nothing.
Shut up. I'm good. Just do one of those. I'm okay. So now I got AC buff and my turn's over. I'm good.
Samoya. One leaps across the hedges and you can just see it kind of coming down, wielding this dagger.
Come at me, frog bro.
Yo, he came
Oh,
at,
He did.
coming.
he coming at you.
So he
Oh,
just kind of
5 feet.
drives this poison-coated dagger into your shoulder, kind of wrenching it and turning it as he pulls it free and lands in front of you.
Okey-dokey.
Javaria,
-5 because of the poison stuff.
you are poison. You are immune to poison, right? So it's just 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she wasn't expecting something to hop up behind her. Those of you that have watched me play a horror game before, you know that noise I make.
Can you do it again though?
Boo.
No. That's about the noise you hear Javaria make. Sounds like a cat getting electrocuted as she whips around and sees this grung, and just knee-jerk reaction is she punches it dead in its face.
All right.
Now I can't use my claws because they're still broken, so that's a strength check?
Right. Yeah. It's just a strength check.
Okay.
Whoa!
Um,
Oh
what's
shit!
the damage for unarmed?
Her!
Unarmed strike is 1d4. No, sorry, 1d4 plus 4 bludgeoning. But that may be weird.
1 plus your strength modifier because you did crit. Let's just do a 1d4. Let's do 2d4 plus your strength modifier.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be Dex as a rogue though? I'm
No,
just
because it's an
curious.
unarmed strike.
Oh, okay.
It's not really a finesse thing. It's just
Alright,
pure
2d4
like
plus what?
2d4 plus your strength modifier.
That's 2. Okay.
Good job.
So you hit this thing and it just goes flying back into the brambles, shaking, and then you just have this little like grung tangled and cut and maimed in the depths of this bramble now. It's nice and dead.
Damn it, Fox. That's pretty much what just fucking happened.
That's exactly what happened, Fox. That's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Oh god. Okay.
All right, Kit.
Alright, well, Kit's going to attack the one that's right next to moi.
Okay.
Who's moi?
I don't have a character sheet for moi. That'll hit. All right. So Kit swoops down and like slashes her talons at the grung, and you can see kind of. Oh, you know what? I need a Constitution saving throw from Kit.
Okie dokie. This is not gonna be good.
All right. So Kit is poisoned now because Kit came in direct contact with the grung's skin. Poison creature can no longer in direct contact with the grung. Oh wait, this wording is all screwy. Hang on, because it says a poison creature no longer in direct combat. I can read. I promise. Now I have to remember what the poison rules are for 5th ed.
Complicated. Puppy.
Very old puppy.
She just wants some love, dude. That's all.
Oh, he's getting it. He's 14.
Oh, right. Sorry.
No,
Brain.
no, Shiloh's like 7 or 8.
Oh, it gives different effects. Okay. It just tells me it's poison for 1 minute. This doesn't help me at all. We're gonna use this one. No, we're not gonna use that one. That's way too high. Yeah, we can use that. Okay, so it's for 1 minute. So 10 rounds is gonna take 1d6 damage each 10 rounds. So Kit takes 2 points of damage from the poison. And we add a token. And so that I can remember. There we go.
Well, she doesn't have very many HP anyway, so she's probably gonna end up dying.
Alright, Samoya.
All right. Well, super duper pissed off about the grung indirectly poisoning poor Kit. Gonna point blank longbow it to the face.
That'll hit. That'll kill it. So you let your bow or your arrow fly, and it skewers kind of the grung right kind of under its chin, taking it back and carrying it into the brambles, getting the arrow and the grung tied up in the vines back behind it.
Okay, and before I make my second attack, I'm gonna kind of rush forward and then slide on my knees very dramatically
Okay.
next to the pit, and then attack this one.
I was waiting for you to say Crest's corpse, but okay.
Well, she doesn't want him to die, okay?
That one will miss. You slide in, and you're looking all very dramatic, and you let the bow fly, and it just kind of, or the arrow fly, and it just goes past the grung's head, and he looks at it, and he looks back at you, and he looks back at the arrow, and he just kind of, like,
I meant to do
shakes
that.
his head in disapproval.
I meant to do that.
Let's see. Yeah, fantastic.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Lex, I haven't picked on you this combat yet.
No, you just gave me a cursed gauntlet and, having me scream my head off anytime I try to heal someone.
That's why I specified this combat.
Oh, okay.
But a flying green blob holding a dagger jumps from over one of the maze walls, not mage walls, and brandishes it, trying to drive it into you. I think that hits your AC.
That
Yep.
does hit my AC. Yes, it
All right,
does.
so you will take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
These grunts are little, but they don't fuck around when it comes to
No,
the
they don't.
damage.
They're small but fierce.
I think this one on the no, I can't really do that. All right. So this one will jump diagonal across the pit, and let's see.
Doesn't that evoke an attack of opportunity for me?
Nope, didn't
No,
leave your,
because it
didn't
doesn't
leave
leave your threat area.
Yeah.
But I have Sentinel. Everything is my threat area.
Samoya's 1, Fives is 2. Samoya.
All right. Oh, wait. Nope. Wait a second.
All right.
It's fine.
I can attack him as a reaction for this combat.
Okay.
So-
Let me settle his
Okay,
action first,
settle
and then
it.
we'll do yours.
Sure.
So 19, I think, hits Samoya's AC. Fairly certain. Yep. So she'll take 3 points of damage, since she is immune to. Are you immune to poison and venom, or I think they're both the same thing in D&D. Never mind.
Yeah.
I hope they're the same thing. That'd be way too complex.
All right. Now you can take your reaction.
I get my free whap.
That'll hit.
Bloop.
All right.
Wait, no, I didn't mean unarmed strikes. Stupid. I meant to do my other attack. Son of a biscuit. Never mind. Just do the six.
Unarmed strike it is. You happen to just catch it with your offhand, and you kind of
Okay.
backhand him as he's landing. All right, Lexus.
All right. Well, I was going to do something, but a frog decided it needed to get in the way. So I'm going to try to make some frog legs with this cleaver.
Okay. That'll hit.
Ooh.
So it lands, and you look down at it, and just kind of this smirk appears on your face as you bring this cleaver over, and you just kind of bisect it right where the legs intersect the torso, and you have 2 freshly carved up frog legs flopping around with a dead grung there beside them.
Delicious.
All right, this one by 5s is going to attack him as he's
Okay.
kind of, as you're focused on your unarmed strike and trying to deal with the grung that landed beside you. One kind of is behind you and trying to basically shank your calves with his dagger. I think
Nope.
that miss. All right. So you're kind of using your monk skills to dance your feet around, dodging his dagger even while you're paying attention to this other grung. You've played way too much DDR.
Yeah. Dude, seriously, I'm at max 300 right now. It's great.
This grung
glorious.
is dead, actually. So we can skip that one. Crest, give me a death saving throw.
Nope.
That is a fail. 5s.
All right. I'm going to. Yep. Like Jackie Chan style, I'm going to hit one, and then assuming I connect, successfully hit the other one. So I'm going to first off, because I'm facing this guy,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and drive my guitar at the back of his head,
That'll hit.
and
And he's dead.
pop him like a zit. Scoot his. Basically, as I lean back to punch, I'm going to take my foot, grab the dead grung, and scoot it into the hole on top of Cress's carcass.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my other attack to punch the one that was in front of me.
That'll hit. Well done. -6. All right.
And for bonus action, get my unarmed strikey just to kind of see if I can finish him off.
That does not hit.
All right, tried follow up, but I guess I hit him too hard the first time. He got a little bit out of my
Shuffled
reach.
out of your way as you try to follow up, and he's just the fist just kind of passes across the air in front of his nose.
I
Javaria.
hope he's scared and runs away. I do not like killing
No
grungs.
idea what's ahead of me. Hang on. No, there may be ish. Okay. Oh, okay. I know where I am now.
The fog of war is really weird.
I love it though.
I mean, it's neat, but it's one of those like, I don't want to turn the corner. I'm a scared.
Here, we're gonna go here, and where is my sling? Here we go. I'm gonna go for these little bastards.
All right.
Hey-ya!
And disadvantage because he's within 30 feet. Doesn't matter. You're going to hit anyway. Go ahead and roll damage.
And yeah.
So you let the rock fly from the sling, and it just kind of catches him right in the gut, and you can watch him double over as he's gotten the wind kind of knocked out of him.
Is he still alive?
He is. Kit's turn. Kit is going to take 6 points of poison damage.
Okie dokie. And where are the punji sticks sticking out of Crest right now?
Like right in front of you, or where on his body?
Where on his body?
Probably hard to tell with 2 dead frogs laying on top of me.
That's actually a really good point. Give me a perception check.
Are we at 3 dead frogs or 2? It's 2, right?
Yes.
2.
Okay.
So looking down through the dead owl or dead frog carcasses. There we go. That's the word.
No,
Crocuses.
Crocus would be appropriate.
You can see that they've kind of fallen off to the sides of Crest, and Crest has kind of hung up one of the punji sticks through his hip, one through his shoulder, one kind of almost below where his sternum is, and then the other through his bicep.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell Kit to perch on his head and just wait there
Okay.
until the
Defecate.
battle's over.
Defecate.
Just hang out.
If Kit dies, this is gonna be the coolest fucking effigy ever. It'll be like a dead bird on top of a dead water guy surrounded by dead frogs.
Yep.
Alright.
At that point, I suggest we just fill it with dirt and move on with our
Set it on,
lives.
just set the whole thing on fire and just be done with
Just
it.
Burn
take his
down the maze.
take his book, set it on fire, like walk away.
All right, Samoya.
Since I'm next to the pit, would I be able to reach Crest, or would I be able to
Yeah, you could try.
safely like try to get down into the pit?
So it depends on which route you want to take. If you want to try to safely get down into the pit, that's going to be like an acrobatics or athletics check.
Okay, I can do acrobatics
Okay.
to try to like finagle. You know what? I'm just gonna like be super awesome and just like not just like try to slide in there. I'm gonna look for an open spot and try to like hop in and be like, I will save you, Crest.
Okay.
Superhero landing.
Yep.
Superhero landing.
So you jump in and you kind of spin your body to make sure that you don't hit any of the punji sticks since they're all kind of angled, and you land kind of on your knee and look up as Crest's corpse is kind of hanging there above you.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not a corpse yet.
Then I can
Cadaver.
take an action, right? Because that was my
Yeah.
movement.
Yep.
Okay.
So it was
And it-
10 feet of movement, by the way, because the pit's 10 feet deep. All right.
All right. So 9 healing, and then I am going to and just hold for now so I can help him get out when he's.
So Crest, you regain consciousness, finding yourself skewered on these punji sticks. One of them sticking through the center of your chest, one through your hip, one through your shoulder, and one through your bicep.
And there's
So
a big
I
old
wake up
owl bite in
screaming,
your
basically.
face.
Probably.
I wouldn't scream. That would strain things and make it worse.
Probably not the first thing I think about as I wake up and see a punji stick sticking through my chest.
Involuntary, most likely screaming.
Oh.
But he has no tongue, so he can still.
Well,
make,
yeah, it's not
He can
gonna
control.
like do anything to my diaphragm or anything.
It's gonna make
It's
a
all
weird,
mental.
like
But
a gurgle noise.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a loud mental scream.
Angry bird movie.
Lexus, what are you doing?
Angry Bird movie.
Saunter on over here. Haven't used this in a while.
Oh
I
god.
don't think I've
no.
used it at all. I'm just gonna reach out and shoot a sacred flame towards the grung.
Yeah, that'll hit. And
Does the
that'll
grung
kill it.
die?
Yep.
Okay, wait. Before the grung dies, I kind of like kick it back
Is-
onto Crest.
Is Fives wearing shoes?
Fives has like foot wraps, so yeah, he has foot protection.
Okay. But you're kicking it down onto Crest.
Yes.
Crest, give
Yes.
me a Constitution saving throw.
Jesus Christ.
I forgot about this earlier, but since their skin's poisonous,
Mother fudge snacker.
He wins. Right?
do I though?
Well, I mean, we're gonna get the thing in the middle of the maze you wanted so badly eventually.
Well, I mean, I might die right here. So
the Crest takes 5 points of poison damage.
okay, I didn't die.
Oof.
See?
However, I do now have this thing laying on top of me, so
Just kind of looking at you.
you know
There's like
somebody's
a
gonna have to
detached
touch
eye,
it to remove
the
it.
tongue is like hanging out of its mouth.
Don't forget you have a owl sitting on your face, so you're staring at a bird butt.
I kind of wish they weren't poisonous. I'd reach down and like move its mouth. You did this to me. I didn't have to die. We could have kept on moving.
All right, how's Crest getting out of the pit?
Not without help. I don't imagine with the way he's skewered in the hip and the arm and chest that he can really do much to pull himself off of these things.
Probably not.
I'll try to hoist him up off of the sticks.
Okay. Are you just like giving him a good hard shove, or actually just
Yeah, like
give me give me a medicine check.
Okay.
See if you can figure out the best way to get him off of there. Yeah, okay.
Nice.
So you realize that like just pushing him up and off of it is, and at the angle that he came down onto it is probably going to do the least amount of damage to him. So you sit and think for a minute and figure out kind of the angle, and then you get under him and you just kind of push up. And Crest, it doesn't feel real great as these 4 punji sticks go sliding out of your body. But you eventually like get over the tips of them and you roll back down into the bottom of the pit there with Samoya.
Please tell me that I'm holding him like a baby.
You want to catch him like a baby? You could, yeah, totally. You like comes down, you catch him in your arms.
The music from The Bodyguard playing.
And
And he's got the anime eyes going.
Kit will take 3 points of damage,
Okie dokie.
and Crest will take a point of damage.
Thank God. That could have killed me right there.
All right.
both down in the pit. How are we gonna get them out?
I have rope.
Well,
Rope would work.
they could stay in pit.
5s.
I'm gonna use my acrobatics to pop out of the pit and try to smack Fives on the beak.
Okay, go ahead and give me
better
an
not-
acrobatics roll. Don't fuck
You
it
better
up.
not fail, or it's gonna be real funny.
I'm proficient, so.
All right, so you make it out.
Can I dodge it?
No.
Can I like backstep? I'm a damn monk.
Kit's
Wait,
gonna
what's my-
take 5 points of damage. Crest is gonna take 2 more.
And I'm proficient. I dodge your hit.
All right. So is Crest out of the pit now, or
No,
is he
he's
still
still
down
at the
there?
bottom of it.
Yeah, I'm still down there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna walk to the edge so I have him in sight. God, I swear, you guys. Sometimes I wonder if it's even worth doing this for you.
Kit
Damn.
and Crest will take 5.
Okay,
I'm
so
unconscious.
I'm doing this for everyone. But let's see, there's 6 of us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's 6 of us, including Kit. So I'm healing everyone. This time I'm casting with my non-gloved hand to see what happens.
Okay. So you still feel the pressure on your head. You get the red flashes of Lathander's bleeding eyes, but the heal goes off successfully.
It's not as severe then?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And this is just a
like you're
heal.
going
This is
lefty.
not, okay, this is not restoration. So Kit and Crest.
Oh, I could do this too. Well, I could do it. Is Kit still in the pit?
Yeah, sitting on top of Crest's face.
Lewd.
Kit, come here. I can heal you. I can get the poison away.
Okie dokie.
Hey, Panzer.
I should probably just like perch on your shoulder.
All right, and then I just like boop her on the snoot to
Okay.
remove the poison condition from her.
All right. Crest.
I can't
meanwhile,
I
will
can't
take
reach
another
Crest, so
Kit is free! Hooray! And Crest is unconscious again.
No,
Oh, no,
I
he-
was back up from the heal, but I'm very quickly heading back to unconscious.
you know if you climbed up here, you would be able to get touched.
I have a lot of holes in me, and I'm
You shouldn't,
bleeding
I healed you.
profusely.
You
I'm
shouldn't. I
gonna
healed
hold
you.
out my hand to try to help him out because he's being such a baby.
Okay. Give me a strength check to see if you can pull him up.
Oh no, that was a saving throw.
That's fine.
Well,
Well, I am
I don't think that's
I'm
fine.
proficient in saving throw in the strength saving throw, so
Are you proficient in the? But it's a check. It rolls the same stats. You just won't be proficient in it because it's a check and not a saving throw.
oh okay. So I go down in the hole.
Actually, well, how
It was
mean-
nice knowing you
How
guys.
mean do I want to be?
Yes.
Alicorn, you did this high or low?
Alicorn, you did this.
Low.
Okay, so it's only Crest that falls onto the spikes.
well,
So I basically reach out my hand, but my hands are sweaty.
Yep.
Vomit on my
Knees
sweater,
weak.
mom spaghetti.
mom spaghetti. Yep.
So
I
See-
don't know why I just
See,
Three
I'm
spikes.
I'm picturing it like, she's helping him up, and then all of a sudden it's a Lion King moment, long live the king, and then
so 32 points of damage to Crest.
Oh, geez.
Bye, dude.
I think it's obvious that I'm unconscious at this point.
What's your max HP?
My max HP is 48.
32 is higher than half of 48. You got your backup character?
I do.
Okay, that's good. Because if you take that much damage in a single hit, you don't get death saving throws. If you get over half of your max HP,
Is that a single hit though? Because it's the
I guess
The
it's not. I
spikes
guess the
and then-
24 would be a single hit. So what was your? It was 40 something, right?
It was 48.
48. So that's exactly half. I will let you make the death saving throws.
I'm just gonna look at the rest of the group and be like, I tried. I can't anymore.
okay. I'm gonna angel form. I'm gonna fly down there and I'm gonna try to pull him out
Okay.
because I'm getting this is getting to be like some Keystone Cops bullcrap right now.
Yep. The entire session is going to be us pulling Crest out of
In spite, I
We're not
want to
even
recap
gonna
the
get-
picture here. Just I need you guys to know what Fives is looking at. There's Crest in a hole, skewered, unbelievably, bubbling pitch coming from his mouth, dead frogs all around him, is a bird who is not so much poisoned anymore, sitting on his forehead, his eyes going from normal to X's, back and back. Friggin' people try to pull him out, and they're like, oh, Butterfingers, and he's just re-impaled again. Like,
We're never going to get to the
I'm dead
center of
serious,
this next
totally in character. Fives just starts fucking laughing. Just starts unbelievably, uncontrollably laughing. And knowing how insensitive it is, but cannot shake. Half of it from like, this is the worst things I've ever been, and the other half because, my God, it's fucking funny.
It's just that nervous, completely inappropriate laughter.
Right, yeah, that like, this isn't that I'm scared laugh, you know? Like when you're that much into an anxiety panic attack, you start laughing, followed by, but wait, this is actually really fucking funny.
Oh, yeah, Mole brings up a good question. Can I angel form with that gauntlet on?
I'm going to tell you here in just a second, high or low.
Let's go high.
Let's go full Sephiroth, man. One wing, freaking choir shows up out of nowhere.
So what happens is you go to activate your ability and you feel the scream and the pressure in your head, and you could feel blood beginning to run from your eyes. And you hear the gem on top of the gauntlet crack a little bit more, and you could feel as wings rip out of your back, the excruciating pain that you go through as these
Holy shit,
things
like legitimate wings?
burst from your back. Yeah. And they're scaled, and you could feel fire burning from the wounds on the back of them where they've erupted from your back, and you're going to take...
1 million damage.
Let's see.
How many stones was it that what was going on now?
20d20.
20 d20s?
So you're going to take 14 points of damage.
That means
Okay.
I
These
take,
things erupt from your back.
question, do I take damage from that in particular as well?
Yes.
Oh man, I get the wings and he has to feel the pain.
You know,
In fact,
Fives
Fives feels the wounds right where his wings are.
would be.
Or would be.
We don't have
Yeah,
wings.
where they would be.
Yeah, at which point I'm like on hands and knees, kind of like gasping, and then, you know, like a slight thing of hope, and nope, there's nothing there.
So you said these are like leathery wings. So you're like talking like demonic wings, or you're talking like dragon wings?
Demonic wings.
Oh, great.
Well,
What the hell is going on? What did you guys do to me?
I did nothing.
I'm not even looking at the wings at the moment, so because my whole thing is I have, even though I despise him, and every one of his choices are morally conflicting, I can't just leave him down there to die. So, can I fly?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna slowly go down there and try to pull him off of his thing.
Okay. Give me a medicine check.
A medicine check?
Yep. You're trying
Well-
to pull him off without wounding him further.
I'm proficient, by the way.
Okay, you're fine. HP Fox, give me a death saving throw. Okay.
You really want to die.
I really don't, but this game really wants to kill me today.
it's a
So
sign.
you're able to get under him and like kind of cradle him in the bodyguard pose as you lift him up off of those punji sticks and kind of ascend out of the pit.
Okay, and with that,
Sorry.
let's
Take
do
our
this
next
again.
break.
Oh, I was gonna heal,
Let's take our break first, just for
and then I'm
fun.
gonna poison him to die. Okay.
So, you folks that are hanging out with us as we kill off D&D characters tonight, thanks so much for joining us. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break, get up, stretch legs, all that good fun stuff. Stick around. We'll be back here in about 5 minutes or so, and continue on and see if Crest actually survives the night or not. But thanks for hanging out. We'll be right back.
is unfair. You stand alone with a finger in the air. Through the good and bad, up and down, rise and fall. It's only you against them all.
All right.
I think we should let the rogue go first from here on.
Yes, Javaria, please take the lead. I think even Crest will agree he's tired of falling into pits and getting stabbed.
She doesn't even say anything. You just hear like this little purr as she like caruses her way through everybody.
Yay, I get to be useful.
Okay. And you just tell me when to stop, right?
Yep.
Fine. See, they like me.
Stop. Somebody give me a d6 real quick. Hang on just a second for me. So as you round the corner, you can see this patrol of grungs, and it stretches back as far as you can see. Just this mass mob of them.
Quiet.
And one of the grungs. Are you trying to hide from them?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
And this is proficient.
Okay. Oh, good. I already have it open. I didn't see shit. In fact, they're turning around at the end of a patrol walk, and you hear one of them stop and go hop, and you hear several sets of feet like stomp down, hip hop, and all the grungs turn and begin to march kind of away from you. Well done.
Devaria, can we go other way now?
That might be a good idea.
This is a good idea.
Before we turn around, I'm gonna kind of send Kit up in the air and see if we're on the right path.
Okay.
Cause we can't see shit.
Yep. Kit flies up and circles overhead for a minute, and you could see, and you could hear. Actually, I'm sorry. One of those mournful, longing croaks come from the center of the maze, and Kit circles around for a moment and then comes back down, and essentially tells you that there is an opening into the center, a bit ahead.
Okay.
Of the
So
way we were heading.
Yes.
Okay. So we are on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
Wanna. Kinda hugging the wall. Oh boy. Ooh.
Is Crest intentionally falling behind HP Fox, or are you just kind of slow on them?
He's moving very slowly, not really, intentionally to lag behind, but he's broken.
Okay, I'm just checking. I wasn't sure
Like
if you were
half-
doing it intentionally for a purpose.
Like half PTSD, the other half.
Ah!
Slowly but surely checking the ground with his foot.
Max, give me a dexterity check.
Yeah. I'm proficient.
All right, so you step down, and having seen Crest fall into several of these already, you kind of realize that as the leaves and the ground give way below your foot, you pull your foot back in time to not fall into the pit.
And Samoya's gonna hang back and help Crest to hurry up his pace a little bit when she realizes that he's not with the group.
Okay.
It's a narrow opening. I'm assuming we're gonna have to hop over this.
Yeah, but it's only a 5-foot pit. It's not a hard jump.
Okay. And since there's a little bit of space in this alcove, I'm gonna wait for a few people to catch up.
Close quarter fighting would have been a good choice.
I'm also going to assume that Kit is on my shoulder, so I don't have to move her.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't like this. No!
Oh,
Okay.
What was that?
That's a
I
crit.
don't,
Um,
I don't like it.
so, looking out in front of you, as you turn the corner, you see the brambles in front of you, and you see them actually part, and there's a gap in them. Right, where's my draw tool? Right here.
is the dogs or the bees? The dogs with the bees in their mouths. So when they bark, they shoot bees at you.
So I kind of like whisper back over my shoulder to Fives. It's like, I think I found a way out.
A way out is good. Don't tell Crest.
I just want to point out that this is the direction I was headed the entire time.
You hush. You shush. You show blueberries where we are.
So I'm just gonna inspect it real quick, make
Okay.
sure it's an opening and not a trap.
It is an opening
Okay.
out into the jungles of Chult.
As interesting as this adventure has been, that is looking very appealing.
And that low, mournful croak echoes out again from the center of the maze.
As much as a exit would be wonderful, now that we know things are in danger and may need our help, we can't just leave them.
Yes, we can. We absolutely can.
We've done enough abandoning.
It's not abandoning. We were on our way to Nagalore. You know, Death Curse, other quests, other causes. You are one man. You cannot fight every cause. Crest is going to die. Fives is going to die.
Fives will not die as long as I live.
With which hand?
I hold up the ungauntleted one.
Okay.
This one seems to cause less pain.
Did you see your wings?
I felt my wings.
You had bat wings. This is not going to be good for you, not good for me, not good for Cat, not good for Bird.
This is a test. I am being tested.
Yeah, you being tested, we failing, we should go.
I look over at Crest, look back to the group. For once, I think we need to follow him. I cannot turn my back on another creature in need of help.
Last time you didn't turn back on creature, you ended up with glove on hand.
No, that's when I fell asleep and you put it on me.
Javari's just gonna casually whistle and walk away. I had nothing to do with this.
Fives wants to leave.
Javari knows she'll never hear the end of it from
Really badly. What if what would hypothetically happen if Fives were to leave?
Do you know what happens when you split the party?
Yeah, that was going to be my next question.
Yeah, just
Rule number 1, never split the party.
Remember the last time that Fives went off by himself with some pterodactyl people?
man, dying alone or dying in the company of idiots.
At least you'll have company.
Yeah. At least you can look
Going to,
over and go, told you so.
I'm gonna kick dust at Crest and continue onward behind Javaria.
Okay, what am I looking at? Ooh.
If a second opening opens up, I'm fucking taking it. I will re-roll a character. I don't care.
I think if a second opening happened, I think that everyone would just take it as Cholt telling us to leave.
Yeah, Cholt's like, even I'm not that much of a douchebag.
No, but now I'm curious, like, because there's something here, and then I'm just gonna kind of sneak over and see. Okay, it's dead end. Excuse me? Is it really?
Uh-huh.
I look back over at Lexus. I point to the hole. I look at him. Maybe your god's giving you sign? You think?
Or maybe it's because something doesn't want us to find the center.
Hey, Dark Jedi, thank you for the bits there. We were doing our best to keep Spooner in line.
Bro, how out of line am I? I am very much in the line of self-preservation here, okay?
Lexus looks at the other one. It's as if it's telling us to leave.
And again, that slow, low, mournful comes from
But what is telling us to leave?
Did
We've
say
been.
originally-
How long have we been in Cholt?
At
Yes.
this point, probably a month. Maybe a month and a half.
Okay. Lex, we have been Cholt over a month. We have almost died every day.
That's unfortunately not an understatement.
Every day. Morning, noon, and night. Fix Death Curse. Go home. Daggerford, Faerun. No more dinosaurs. No more flies. No more bugs. No more snake people. Sorry, Samoya.
Well, Kit did say we were on the right path and we were close, so
Did she see what was waiting for us?
Cholt. Chutney.
Chutney.
what do you think, Impious? What did she
No, because she just sent her out to look for if you guys were going the right way.
Okie dokie Loki. She was just making sure we were going the right way. Besides, I want to prove the idiot wrong that there's nothing important waiting for us.
Where is he?
In another pit, probably.
Curled up in the fetal position somewhere.
Azarin, thank you for that Prime sub, sir. If you guys have hearts, drop them in chat. Thank you for that support, sir.
No, like Lexus asks, where is he? Because I don't see. I like he's not in my line of sight.
Nope. Five responded. Probably in a pit somewhere.
I'm gonna walk back to him and be like, do you want to hurry it along?
He just silently starts moving forward again.
I don't trust it.
Well, I'm not about to leave Javaria behind.
When we die, I'm hunting you.
If we die, we're all dead. You can't haunt a ghost.
Oh, now you want to be reasonable.
Okay. Fuck are we? This looks like the most direct path, so go this way.
Excuse me.
Move my skinny butt through here.
Lexus, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Bro. So you remember that shirt I said we had to make? This is me rolling my dump stat. My dexterity is 10.
Oh, this will be good then. Yeah, it'll be real good.
The exit's right there. Right there. You were so close.
Who's? God damn it! All right, Crest, you're 1. Samoya, you're 2.
Oh God,
you're
it's
3.
even a track that doesn't affect me only.
Yeah, no. How about that helping others thing? That worked out real good.
Everyone else falls in pits.
5.
I hurt other people.
So
Oh, I'm gonna get hurt anyway.
Lexus grabs you and like grabs onto your hips as he's falling into this pit, dragging you in with him.
Can I jump out of my pants?
I mean, I don't think now
I
is
am
the time
dead
for
serious. If he grabs on like my belt or my hip area, can I just like relinquish the pants, take them with you? I'm not going where you. I can't follow where you're going.
that. Sure, give me a acrobatics check.
Bam.
All right, I'll let you lose your pants.
So he slips out of his pants and like kicks me down the pit faster to save himself.
No, it's more like you grab onto me as you are falling, and I'm like, no, and then
So,
I mean, I'm laying sprawled out, bare
ass
ass,
naked.
bare assed in front of Javaria, which is just astronomically fun. And Trojan is in a pit with my pants.
Lexus, this is falling damage.
Lexus. Sorry.
This is the number of spikes that you hit. Hey, good
Oh,
job.
thank God.
This is the damage from the spike. This is the damage from the poison.
Do I take poison damage as well?
Yep, you take all the damage he takes.
So,
So
9,
4,
13.
8, 13. Yep.
right. So that brings me to. Oh, damn it. Okay.
Crest, or excuse me, I'm used to saying Crest falls in the pits. Lexus falls into the pit, and you end up with this punji stick, just kind of the tip of it just barely pushing through your shoulder and socket.
All right, at which point, Fives without pants is just like, grabbing onto his shoulder, feeling the pain. Instinctively rolling over on his back, realizing he has no pants, covering up with his hat.
Javaria's just like, oh my god, I'm with 5-year-olds.
Take his hat
All
off,
right.
cover his pants with it. I mean, his.
I'm gonna try to pull myself like. I'm trying to think here. How thick are the spikes?
Quarter, 50-cent piece.
Like THICC.
All right. I'm not gonna try to pull myself off of it. I'm just gonna break it
Okay.
and then pull myself out of the pit.
All right, that'll work.
And then I throw Five's pants to him.
Thank you. Can we leave now?
This is the most grueling test I have ever been through. What shoulder did it go through, by the way?
Your left one.
Yeah,
it's like-
shoulder.
All right. Take the spike out. Let's heal myself. Let's get a migraine.
With the right hand, huh?
This is
Well, my left hand is the gauntlet hand, so.
Is it the gauntlet hand?
this is the third one, right? That's
The
been,
heal?
Yeah, that hasn't been through the gauntlet.
This is the fourth one.
Okay, should have done this last time.
Oh boy.
Let's do this instead.
Oh, by the way, the bleeding eyes. I technically just have like blood stains now, or
Yeah.
are my eyes still bleeding?
No, they stopped.
Okay.
So you heal, but you're also going to take 2 psychic damage.
Oh.
Remind me each time that you hit your 3rd heal without the gauntlet.
All right.
Question.
Yep,
Do I take psychic damage?
you do. You take all damage he takes.
Okay, but I thought that didn't we agree last time that I don't take any damage over time, poison kind of damage? Just to save on
Yes.
extreme math?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but poison at the moment damage I will take.
Yep.
Okay. As I am shimmying my pants up, I kind of like fall back on my ass because I just got a sudden headache. Oof. Oofta.
All right. What are you guys doing?
Y'all motherfuckers need Talos.
Y'all need talents.
I'm going to press on because shenanigans.
All right.
Where are we? All right.
And Crest is going to very quietly call to Lex before he wanders away. And kind of nudge his head towards the other direction.
Okay.
Javaria,
Okay.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
I guess the pit falling crew are gonna go have
And I am proficient.
a little club meeting here.
My brain.
Yeah. Move, bird. Death is that way.
Okay.
Do they realize we're gone?
That's a very good question.
You little huss buckets.
I'm surprised that we are going this far.
Samoya said
Why?
nothing.
As I call out to him like, why are we going? Like, why are we here?
I never said I was going to relinquish lead.
Little
God damn it, Crest.
I thought you wanted to talk to me.
I literally jump on top of him. Like, no, leave him alone. He's just a baby.
So, as you guys are shouting at each other, not shouting, talking loudly, whatever.
Oh no. Like once Lexus finds out that this wasn't for a conversation, this was because he wanted to go his own way. He is shouting.
Okay, perfect.
You
Like-
son of a bitch.
Like this is like the thunder of the heavens coming down right now.
So, as you shout and your words kind of ring out in the maze, you hear the plop, 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 plop of feet hitting the ground as Grung, like this battalion of Grungs, leaps over the maze wall directly in front of you and behind.
Parlay? Technically, me and Javaria are safe around a corner.
Did Fives really say parlay? Was that in character?
No, no, that was just me being a smart-ass Spooner Sloth.
What's the charisma check for there, Lexus?
I'm igniting my blade.
Okay. Everybody give me initiative.
Do I have time to use an item before like any action kicks off here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. In which case I will consume that piece of fruit that Fives threw at me in Baba Yaga's hut.
Okay.
What was the healing on that?
2d6 plus 4.
2d6 plus 4.
Alright, I think I finally got all the initiative done.
Yeah, there's only like 40 goddamn grung.
There's 12, because 6 plus a d6 that I happen to roll a 6 on.
Good crit there, man.
Don't worry, Fives. I got you. I'm literally just.
No, Fives is okay with this. Fives is okay with this. Scary berries.
One of them leaps from the second battalion of Grungs behind the one that is splitting kind of Crest and Lexus and Samoya from Javaria at Fives to land in front of or beside Crest, since Crest was leading the way. He's got the spear drawn and he says, come quietly. And he kind of jabs at you with the spear.
Is he motioning in any particular direction, or
The direction that you were going.
I will kind of glance at Lex for a moment and then look back down at it and just nod quietly, putting up
Good
no
choice.
resistance.
And he begins to escort you at the point of a spear through the other battalion of grungs in front of you.
Is he escorting me as well?
Yeah.
All right, I'll put my sword away. And I'm looking down at the grung. I'm like, you could have just let me kill him.
Yeah, Azrin, I actually want the large number of tokens to be there for them to realize how many people it actually is. All right, and so you guys are moving forward. One of the ones kind of behind Samoya does a similar thing where he's got this spear out and kind of gesturing for you to follow, threatening to kind of poke you with it.
Okay. I'm gonna move Kit back out
Okay.
while we're just kind of moving.
Okay, and what about Javaria and Fives? You
We're
guys
hiding.
We're hiding.
are okay. Give me stealth checks.
They ditched us like prom dates. We're hiding in a corner. Good job.
Hey, man.
And Javaria?
And I am proficient.
Likewise.
I'm more proficient.
They don't see you.
I mean, they're dumb, but they're scrappy.
And so this battalion of grungs at Spear Point begins to escort Crest, Fives, and Samoya what turns out to be the last 25 feet of the maze.
Fives or me?
Sorry, Lexus. Yeah.
Okay. I was getting a little confused.
And they kind of are standing there blocking off the other pathways, escorting you out the last couple of feet of the maze into this large kind of open area ahead of you. While this is going on, what are Javaria and Fives doing?
Being very much out of commission. Should we? Hold on. I mean, all right. Hold on.
No. I'm going to try and sneak behind while staying out of... See, just barely around that corner. Oh my god, no.
What do you see?
I give him, like, this little signal. It's like... I was like, there's 4 of them! Because that's all I can see.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
I don't think they see us. Let's take them.
Okay. Okay. Can I eat one of my apples?
Sure.
Sweet. Let's see.
Yes,
2d6
apples are
plus
sweet.
4. Got it. Whoop. 2d6 plus 4. Oop. Sweet. I healed. Okay. I literally will. Good idea. Take a bite of my apple. Okay, let's go.
I hope this doesn't get the rest of my team killed.
Go, team venture. Sorry.
I'm going in.
All right. Yeah, Javaria's got higher initiative. Go.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna smack this one.
We're still like stealth, yes?
Yeah.
Stealth
So this will these first 2 attacks will be at an advantage.
Surprise attack. Wait, is it a surprise attack?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. Quarterstaff, don't fail me now.
There are 2 botches to come up. All right, that'll hit.
Hi-ya!
Two-handed or one-handed?
Two-handed,
Okay.
bringing down on the top of one of these things' head.
Okay.
Hey, there you go.
All right. And then Fives.
Good to go right here. It's a lot. It's a lot more than 4. I'm literally as I land in, surprise, and I see, and I look over at Jafar. There's more than 4.
I don't
And,
like to see it the time.
we're just gonna start going nuts, man.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Let's just go. I was attacking the one that she was attacking, by the way. Sorry, I didn't mean to specified. All right. And I'm gonna get another attack.
All right.
Same target.
Okay.
All right, and now I'm gonna go ahead and burn a key, do a flurry of blows. One thing I did want to check real quick though.
We're such terrible people.
Okay, yeah, it is considered unarmed strikes then. All right, so on this one, I'm doing an unarmed strike.
Okay. That'll hit.
Okay.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Uh,
All right, you're fine.
and I'm gonna do it again.
Stop touching it.
That does not hit.
Okay. Can't help it.
All right, and so Crest, Lexus, and Samoya, you guys hear the sounds of battle emanate from the behind you in the maze. The grungs that were at your back turn and rush back into the maze. The the 4 guards that are standing around you at the mouth of the entrance move in closer, holding you at spear point, the way that you were kind of escorted in. Let's see. Javaria 1 jumps and lands behind you, bringing its daggers down, kind of in that signature pounce.
Rude.
So you take 10 points of damage. Five's another one, kind of leaps behind you. Same thing, kind of wielding its dagger, drawing it down as it falls, or as it lands.
That hits.
8 points of damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey,
Kit.
Lex, you're taking a bunch of damage.
Roger, that's you too.
Kit is with me.
Okay.
I just put her outside for line of sight purposes.
Okay. What are you having her do anything, or are you just she's just staying there with you?
She's just kind of staying there with me because if she does any attacks on them, then she gets poisoned, and I don't want to risk her
Okay.
getting sick again.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I just see this arrow poking through the darkness.
I
Like,
saw the
no.
arrow too.
No, you stop that.
You know, how interesting would it be if the 2 people that wanted to leave died and the ones that wanted to stay in got to live and deal with that amount of stress and survivor's guilt and whatnot? That would almost...
I don't think a 13 hits.
It meets.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, you're fine.
I still get to use a melee weapon attack on it though. Unless it's this reaction. I can use a reaction once per combat, right?
Once per round.
Round.
Yeah, so once it comes back around to you again, then you can use it again.
Oh, okay. Well, I used the reaction to melee attack. That one, I imagine, is one that attacked her.
Okay. Yeah,
The whole Sentinel biz. So let's just go ahead and get a free hit while we can.
that'll miss.
Okay. Well, we tried.
Alright, and then it's going to be this one in front of you. 5s?
Yep.
I don't
Nope,
think
he
it
missed.
hits. Okay.
I wish I had like a
The
cleave.
one that you just swung at, 5s?
Yeah. Yeah, that one hits.
It's just going to be the 9 though, since it's not the crit.
9. Okay. Brings me down to oofta.
How many points have you taken so far?
I took 9, and then prior to that, I took 8.
I'm down.
Okay.
Wait, no, was it 8? 5 and 5. I'm trying to like math it up again. Yeah, it was I took 8 previously, and then now I took 9. So
Yeah.
I'm down to 16.
I'm down.
Okay. Javaria. You're surrounded by grungs, all wielding spears and daggers, kind of looking over at Fives. He's looking worse for wear. And they're just kind of blocking and preempting your every move at this point.
Pocket sand.
No, she suddenly takes a knee, staff above her head, and the first thing out of her mouth is, "Take me to your leader!"
And they all kind of rush forward just enough to get the points of their various weapons at Javaria, so that if she moves the wrong way, they can instantly kind of shank her. Okay. Samoya. So you see Lexus kind of fall over in front of you.
Okie dokie. First, I'm going to try to shout back to the others to just come quietly, that they didn't want to fight us. And then I am going to reach out and touch Lex and do the thing.
Fives disagrees.
Okay, so as you reach down to touch Lexus, the 4 guards that are there with you all like shift and are paying very close attention to you. Their weapons already drawn, just kind of watching to kind of see what you're gonna do. Lexus, go ahead and regain 9 points of health.
I'm like
I meant that
shouting
I'd
back.
probably just like hold up a hand while I'm going to heal him.
Okay.
Like, I'm not trying to try anything funny, guys. I could kick your ass if I wanted to, but that's not how I want this to go down.
Lexus.
All right. Using the glove on myself.
Okay. So you again get this flash, and you could feel tentacles kind of constricting around your throat as you hear Leothander's screams echo in your head. And then a moment later, your eyes kind of flare, and you're back to kind of clear vision, and you're feeling a bit better. Go ahead and heal 14. The gem on the top of the gauntlet cracks again. All right. What is Fives doing now that Javaria has kneeled? Did Fives follow suit, or is he still standing in combat pose?
I'm still standing. I yelled back at Alicorn. She's like, "Come quietly. They don't want to fight us." I said, "Fives disagrees."
Okay. So the one in front of you lunges forward with his daggers as you're kind of in the middle of that shout, trying to catch you off guard. Doesn't
He
do so.
misses.
Crest.
I'm just standing there, holding my composure, keeping quiet, waiting for them to continue escorting us forward.
Okay.
I was going to call out mentally to Javaria and Fives, but I heard Samoya shout, and I do not yet know that Fives has not laid down his weapons. So
This
Can't
is all
really do
happening
anything yet.
within like
it's been
Seconds.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of Fives, what are you doing?
I'm gonna punch the one that tried to jab me. Which one was it? Sing it for me.
The one right in front of you.
Fuck that guy.
That'll hit.
Seriously.
All right. And that'll kill him. And
Fuck that guy. I'm gonna punch the one that I was originally beating. I'm gonna beat on that dude now.
okay.
yes, make them angry when they have Javaria in shanking distance.
That'll hit.
Now she's no longer in extreme shanking distance.
Just in moderate shanking distance, thank you.
And I'll use my bonus action to raise my AC to 16.
All right.
Dang, blasted it? Like, they don't want to talk. They want to kill us because we are in here. We should not be in here, Crest. Your fault.
Javaria, because you were kneeling, arms raised in the air, I'm going to give him advantage on this attack.
Rude!
Rude. Freaking douchebag frogs.
16. Yep.
Huss bucket.
So take 9 points of damage there.
I don't wanna.
5.
Dude, I will kill every fucking frog in this place, so help me God, or die trying.
The one behind you takes his spear and instead of pointing at Javaria, like tries to basically ram it into your side.
Squeeze.
Oh, just one higher. Okay.
So you take 9 points of damage there.
That's 7.
Kid's still hanging out with Samoya. Okay. Another grung leaps over the hedge. Javaria?
Oh. Stop it.
So 11 points of damage there.
Stop it! It's already dead!
5s.
Yes. Yes.
13 points of damage there.
So I dropped dead, but I died like a freaking G, alright? Honorably.
Give me a death saving throw.
Already? I just got knocked unconscious.
Yeah, you're at 0 hit points, so death saving throw. And then you do it your next turns.
Is that...
That is the statistician in me wants to say that that's a failure because 1 through 10 would be fail and 11 through 20 would be success.
Well, you know what? It would be a fail because there's no
50-50.
0 on the die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 50-50. Okay, so that's a fail.
Okay.
All right. So the other grungs that are there now that 5s is down, Javaria, kind of shift their attention back to you. Are you still have your hands in the air with your staff kind of holding it?
Yeah, but like, fingers out. I'm not actually like gripping, wielding. It's like, okay, it's up. It's out of the way.
So one of the grungs kind of pushes you like just enough with the point of his spear to get you moving, to escort you. 3 of the other grungs pick up 5s and begin to drag him by his feet through the rest of the maze.
You Lilliputian little sons of bitches. God damn it.
Good job, Gulliver.
Oh, hey, so this is what was on the other end of the freaking map.
Horse Bucky.
Lovely of you to join us.
If I was awake, I would say something.
Sad me.
So rude.
So you guys see Javaria kind of escorted around the corner of the same ways that you were. And then you see 3 grungs dragging 5s like by his ankles behind her.
Wow, this place is freaking huge in the middle. Jesus.
And they're standing in the middle of the maze, what you've tried and strived so long for. There's a shrine that appears to be a lizard kind of sitting up on its hind legs, with where its stomach would be is this flat face and a doorway kind of sitting on an island out in the middle of this lake. And you hear that low, well, other than 5s, you hear that low, mournful croak emanate from the building. 5s, give me a death saving throw.
Do this. You can't do this.
Spare that look. Yeah, one more. Plotted around the edge of the island, or the edge of the lake, excuse me, are small huts that are grung-sized, just kind of dotted around the circle, around the edges of it.
All
And
hail the toad.
the grungs march you kind of to the edge of the lake and then begin to march you up to the east, walking kind of the edge of it.
When you say marching, you mean dragging?
Well, for you, yeah.
Okay.
In fact, you know what? Is anybody making any attempts to heal 5s before I
think
ask
anybody-
for this last one?
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I also sent you something in Discord, Imp.
Okay.
I have no healing abilities, so I can't.
How far is 5s from me? Can I get back to him?
No, because they're just kind of marching you very
All right.
quickly in a line, but he's only about 15 feet behind you.
That is all I needed to know.
Oh no. Dude, please don't.
with the gloved hand.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus.
Oh god, no. Not the iodine. No.
Okay.
That's for everybody as well.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, dude, that's a really not strong, massive heal.
That's the only one that can reach you.
So you raise your gauntlet and your face just aches instantly. You hear the scream emanate from your throat. Your eyes feel like they're going to bulge from their sockets, and you feel like your throat is being constricted. You see this flash of Lathander with black tentacles wrapped around his throat, his arms bound, and his eyes just bleeding and pouring blood down his face. Give me a D100 roll, Rojan.
Oh, these are always fun.
Dude.
How's an 86 do you? I should ask, how bad am I screwed?
Ask how that 86 does you.
So you take some madness from your character, from enduring, as the gem cracks and shatters on the top of the gauntlet. Below it, a black opal taking its place. And this is your madness effect.
Oh, I mean, sure, why not? I mean, I'm not screwed up enough as it is.
Do I just heal for 5 now?
You heal for 10. As
Thank
does everybody. And
Can I erase my failures?
you can.
Oh, another 5.
You survived Chult a little bit longer. And we're going to take our last break for the night. So we're going to get up, stretch legs, all that fun stuff. You folks that are watching, thanks for hanging out with us. We really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, hit the follow button so that way you do know when we go live. And you can come and join our adventures through Chult. We're going to take that quick 5-minute break, and we will be here. We will be right back in just a moment.
Creation out for the worker is working when the fat counts above.
All right, we are back. Welcome back, everybody.
Hi. We were speculating on what you are doing, you really, really entertaining bad man.
I sadly have a feeling I know what this gauntlet is, and you are all horrible people for putting it on me.
Don't blame me. I didn't do shit.
I'm
In my
blaming you.
defense, I did know what it was exactly going to do. I thought it was just going to like taunt and torment and be a douche to you, because that's what Baba Yaga does, douche people. Freaking Baba Summer's Eve.
So, the Grungs continue to escort you around the edge of the lake.
I'm being dragged by them. I'm not walking.
I have this
I
mental
kind of
image.
imagine him with his eyes open, just
Yeah,
with his arms
exactly.
crossed.
Like, I refuse to go anywhere. They're just dragging
Right?
me.
Like you ever try to put a cat on a leash?
Just dead weight.
Yeah, pretty much that.
So they drag you around the edge of the lake for about 5 or 10 minutes or so, until they drag you into a hovel. And there, inside this very cramped little hut, I'm trying to think who saw it. I think it was Crest. Crest sees Croak sitting there. And in this little hovel, there's paper spread out, and you can see buckets of dye and brushes. And she looks over as they like drop Fives' feet in a huff and just kind of walk out. And I imagine that Fives is still just laying there,
Yeah, just like
very,
this.
very indignant about the whole thing. and Croak looks over to you and says, "Thank you for coming. Sorry about the escort, but I needed to make it look official."
Official? Really?
Official.
Croak nods, and she says, "I need your help. Our king has gone a little mad. He's not thinking straight. I need help with ritual to help him become our king again."
Show me what you need.
And she kind of gestures all around, and you see these paintbrushes and these papers strewn about the hut. And she says, "King Groat expects God to marry him. Need to make a god."
Wait. Please tell me you're not asking one of us to dress up in drag and marry a frog.
She looks at you and she said, "Drag? What is drag?"
Dressing one of us up like a woman and making us marry a frog.
No. You're no god. He would see you are not God. She says,
Thank you, Ambien.
She says, we build God and animate God, and King Mary animated God and become right in head again.
This idea is terrible.
You want dress in drag instead?
That idea also terrible.
You got a better plan?
No.
Then
What's making your king all loony?
he's just loony. He has how do you say it? Delusions of giantism. No.
Grandeur?
Yes.
Grandeur.
How do we know that he will be of sound mind after he marries this god?
It's the last hope I have.
Fives has idea.
What if he discovers that the god is not real? Surely you can't keep it animated forever.
We just need to fool him.
Or if he's
for a
not that
night.
good.
If he thinks that he has mated with his god, and God is away pregnant, then he will go back to actually taking care of Grungs.
Fives has idea. Kill king. You new king.
She is aghast at the suggestion. No, I'm no ruler.
Well, from the sounds of it, neither is this guy.
Is closest thing we have.
So at this point,
we do with what we have.
I'm going to start going through
I
her
look over to
papers and
Five.
stuff to see what she had been working on.
I look over at Fives. Good
I'm still
enough
laying
seems to
before.
be the national motto of Schultz.
We could have left twice. Go back to laying down.
So you're looking around and you realize that the paint that Croak has there in the hovel isn't just regular paint. It is Nozir's marvelous pigments. These are paints that basically allow you to paint something convincing. And she notices you kind of looking at the papers, and she says, I paint Naganam, our god. King sees painting, sees statue, however we do it, thinks he impregnates, and then we take statue away, so he thinks God has gone away to give birth.
So
Fives.
And this
The
is
next-
supposed to work?
The next idea you have, Fives, had better be a good one.
out of character, just so as a Kensei, I am proficient with painter's tools, and I know really good how to paint and do calligraphy and stuff.
Oh no.
So I get to draw god titties.
Yep.
Well, thanks for giving me the opportunity to do this. I woke up this morning and I thought, man, that's what I want to do with my Sunday. So Fives puts his hand up. Crest says his snarky thing that Crest says. He goes, Fives can paint good.
She looks over and she grabs 2 buckets of paint. Both of them have brushes in them, and she drops them down on either side of Fives. And she grabs this like roll of parchment paper that's as tall as she is, and she lays it out on the floor. She says, "Here, paint, please paint.
Okay, what you want me
ritual
to paint?
is tonight. God must appear."
What's God look like?
And she describes this very voluptuous frog maiden with orange skin and white markings.
Orange skin, white markings. I literally just Fives just on his side, he's still on the floor, just on his side, just Van Gogh's the shit out of it. Looks exactly the way that she described it. It
Right.
looks like an anime body pillow.
Give me a performance check.
It's like what I put in chat. He just made an anime frog waifu.
I made an anime frog waifu, like the mouse pads with the bumps on it. Now being proficient with painter's tools means that I can use them well.
You'll have advantage on the performance check.
Okay, cool.
And I want to point out also that Samoya is just gonna like kind of lean over on Crest with her elbow on his shoulder and be like, "So, super worth it to come help Frog King get laid, huh?"
So
If he's on our side
Lexus
in the
is just
end,
in
it
the
will be.
corner laughing his ass off.
So as you paint on this paper, you find that as you're giving dimension to the curves and the form, it's actually coming up off of the paper into a 3D painting.
Are we making a homunculus that he's gonna have sex with?
You're doing a thing. You're painting a god at the moment.
Jesus
I
fucking
told
Christ.
you we're making a Froggy Love doll. I'm done with life right now.
And so as you put the finishing touches, Croak comes up and begins to kind of pose and move the arms, and they eventually fall flat. And she sighs and she says, "Someone will have to convince King this is real God."
Fives is not getting inside painting.
Wait, Alexis stops laughing. He's like, "What do you mean convince?"
Well, the painting doesn't talk, and she kind of moves the mouth, and it moves, and then it just kind of goes back. But we can fool God, and we can fool King and say God is mind speak. But someone will have to speak for God.
Oh, putting my hand right back down. Fives literally was like, "Mm-mm."
I'm gonna
God-
point at Crest and say he can do
Why?
it.
You know what, Impius? I kind of hate the curse that you put on me because this falls into it. And you guys see Lexus begin to laugh his ass off, and he volunteers to be the voice.
She says, "Great, fantastic. We will go at midnight when the ritual is set to take place, and you can be God, and I will pose.
You hear that, Fives? I'm God.
I will pose arms. And
Hail, almighty Lexus.
last thing we will need to convince King that God has ascended. How we do this?
I can fly.
You can fly. Perfect. You lift God up and ascend with wings.
There's
Yes.
only one problem. I can't be invisible.
Oh. That is a problem."
Can you make him invisible?
And she begins to like scratch her head.
She like gets up in Fives' face, like whiskers curling forward, touching his face. Like, you can make him invisible. That's a wizard thing.
Crest, not Fives.
I was gonna say I don't think Fives
No,
can do that at all.
Fives can do it. God, what if like you put me in one of those like the black bodysuits that they use for the
With, some
like the
rope
stage
tied
stuff,
around you.
like with the stage stuff that people do, and like when they pick them up and make them like dance in midair, so like they're not really there.
Crest and Javaria, give me perception checks.
Lordy.
Nice.
And I am proficient.
So as
Nice.
you guys are talking about how to make Lexus invisible, you realize that Croak also has a bucket of black paint there.
So, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a stop to those thoughts. And I'm going to kind of peek outside the hut for a moment, and I'm going to use shape water. And one of the things I can do with that is I can form the water into simple shapes and animate it at my discretion for the duration of an hour. So I can essentially fill this thing with water and control its movements and stuff like that.
But
Yeah.
that would wet the parchment.
Well, it's not made of paper, is it?
It is.
I thought it was formed from the paint. The paint would act as the shell, the water as the skeleton.
You know what? I'll let you do it. It's
Okay.
it's a good plan. I'll go for it.
Okay, so you can make it alive. Who talks? Because, Lex, I love you. But you are not Frog Lady.
I'm going to turn to Javaria at this point.
I mean, you got a point. I mean, I got a sexy voice and all,
A
but
god needs a handmaiden.
I look
What are you
down
suggesting?
at my hands, confused at the term. I'm not. But no.
At this point, I also turn to Samoya.
I mean, if Croak tells Fives what to say, Fives can make it sound like Croak.
Ah, I know.
And then I repeat, no, right back at her in her own voice.
That could work.
I'm still laying on the floor, by the way.
Yeah, I figured.
Just want to make sure this is all happening while I am being indignant as shit.
Can you speak other languages than common? If you hear them, can Kinku with that mimicry just kind of
Yeah.
repeat even if they don't know what the words mean?
Yeah, they can. Hell, most of them are named like slapping sails or scribbling ink or whatever the hell because they're named after just the noise. So like, hey, what's your name? You know.
Just making sure. So she walks over to you, and she's turned. The orange is beginning to turn red in her face, and she like motions for Fives to like bend down.
You mean turn his head sideways?
Yeah. Well, she's still
Okay.
like, oh yeah, I guess you're on the floor still. And she cups her hands and begins to like croak into your ear and ribbit with tones of seduction, as sexy as a croak can be.
This was not worth it, Crest.
No, Impious, can you make the
not
sounds
over yet.
of seductive croaking? Yeah, baby. This is a 17 and over stream. Just want to let people in chat know.
This is you know this is
Check
gonna
the box. You said you were. You hit yes. Instead of
this
no.
is gonna branch off into other parts, and Fives is gonna use it at the most inappropriate times. You know it, right?
Completely aware of that.
every time. So heaven help me if Samoya and Crest finally find some kind of common ground. The only thing they're gonna hear the entire night is me making that sound into their tent until it drives one of them to murder. But it'll be a glorious death.
If we ever come across another pit of punchy sticks, I'm just going to throw myself into them. This is what we've come down to. We were on our way to Nagalore. We were doing great. We were going to save this land, and now we're helping
Okay.
a frog kid.
Yeah, if you look at it, nobody could assume this is where we were going to be. We got brought here to save the entire world from a death curse, and now our Kenku monk is learning grung dirty talk.
I am so happy that this is what we are doing because I was hoping so hard it was.
It's a 976 number, man.
Oh,
Oh, talk grungy to me.
Doug Gruggy.
all right, that's a shirt. It's a boy.
I'm sorry.
Oh, this is great. This is great. 1 gold piece for first minute, 2.5 gold piece each additional minute.
Oh,
All right. All right.
rip bags. She's just broken.
All right. Can we just, we're all adults here. Let's
Are we,
go.
though?
Let's go get the king off.
She looks at you and doesn't realize she's still like got her hands cupped and whispering into your ears. She's like, "No, it's not time for the ritual yet." She says, "Must be midnight. It has to be midnight."
Can I have food?
She nods and you like flies?
Yeah, okay.
And she hops over to a corner of the hut and like brings back this jar, and you can hear an audible buzzing sound coming from it.
Impious, how big are the flies?
They're regular sized flies.
Regular size flies, damn. I mean, this is Chult, the one time that we could have like,
Ginormous flies. There's
Like
one
a
fly in the whole
ginormous-
pot.
yeah. Okay.
All right, so you guys spend the next couple of hours in Croak's tent, hut,
Long rest?
long rest.
Praise Jabu.
Praise Jazzy Baba. What?
I want that cat.
But there's
Yeah, you guys get a long rest, and when it's about midnight, Croak comes over and kind of says, "Okay, now it's time. Soon we must get across the lake, sneak past guards, and bring in God, or goddess."
okay. Fives do.
Please, Fives, no do. Just talk.
Ugh. Dirty cat.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Proficiency.
All right, and you kind of have this water-filled goddess doll on your back as you make your way across the waters, and you kind of have her sneak past the grung guards that are posted outside, and up and into the shrine, and you see the king kind of in a pool, kind of lounging a few steps up, and his guards on either side. Oh, there's Croak. I was wondering where Croak's token went. There's stick her down there. So give me one more stealth roll.
Okie dokie. Sabaz.
Oh, I was hoping you hit a 20. 21 will work.
It was so close,
It
wasn't it?
was. I watched it rock on that edge. You slip around the side and you begin to mimic the sound of like an angel choir as you lower this stuffed water-filled painting of a god into the bath with him. Give me a performance check on seducing the king.
Can I try deception instead?
Sure.
Cool. Because that I'm proficient in, actually.
Okay. So you kind of duck down the edge of the pool, kind of right behind this thing, and you begin to give out these seductive, long, low kind of croaks. And the king turns his head, and you can see his eyes widen, and he begins to reply. It's that voice that's been making those mournful croaks that you've been hearing the whole time that you were in the maze, but this time it carries with it a much more excited, invigorated tone.
Don't make me watch.
And so after a back and forth a few times between you and him, he's like doing that slide around the pool with his arm out kind of thing. And eventually, like, he just kind of is very quote unquote smoothly like slips his arm behind the water doll and leans forward. And at about that time, you decide to excuse yourself.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And so you make your way back to Croak's tent with the ringing of lustful croaks echoing from out the temple and across the pond.
So when he walks back into the tent, the first thing he hears was, "So, was it good for you?"
I'm going to unarmed strike. I mean, I know it hits, but it doesn't do anything. Just
It just makes Lexus laugh harder.
yeah. Fives have seen things. Looking over at Crest, things Fives really would not rather have seen.
I think Crest is probably just like sat in the corner with his eyes closed, kind of maintaining concentration on the water form.
Okay. And eventually the croaking, I don't know how much detail I really feel comfortable going into here, stops.
Let's just say they get there.
Eventually the croaking stops, and you can hear the snoring kind of echoing out from the temple.
Well, Crest.
Is it obvious that the king has fallen asleep?
Yeah. Well, as obvious as it's going to get without you walking all the way into the temple.
Fair enough. Okay, so I will just try to kind of dissipate the form into the pool that they were in.
Okay. And you don't see it, but what happens is the water collapses, the paint with it kind of collapses into the pool and begins to like bleed, and so the pool has changed colors. And the next morning the king kind of comes out, and you hear him proclaim in this deep like bullfrog voice, "The goddess has left me a sign that she has accepted my children. The pools are glisten with gold and orange, her colors. It is a time for celebration." And you hear all the grungs around the pond begin to croak. And Croak comes over to you and kind of digs around and pulls a bag out and hands it to Fives. And she says, "This is payment for helping my people and my king."
What's in the bag?
Hang on, I am it to you.
Oh boy. I mean, I accept the bag.
Yeah, you still kind of need to know what's in it. So
Yeah, well, all the same, I accept the bag. Can we go now?
oh well. All of that, even though the second half didn't get whispered.
Where's the second half?
It just
You
popped
sent
up.
it to me.
No, it
Oh.
went to everybody.
Oh,
I get a circlet. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. But I don't have that. I'm keeping it anyway.
You have a shiny.
And
Maybe
she
you can hawk it the next village.
she says, I will show you out so you do not get stuck in the maze again. And she begins to kind of hop you guys kind of back, and then that second entrance that you passed, that Fives really wanted to go out of, she kind of pulls the brambles aside for that entrance and lets you guys back out that direction.
I found the item. So now
Right,
we're in the jungle now.
You're back into the
Once we're
jungles of
back-
Cholt.
once we're back in the jungle, Lex looks around. Well, that was a thing. Let us never talk about it again.
Fives agrees. As I put a very fancy circlet on my head with like a fire icon, and then I
With-
put my hat over top of it.
With a grin, Lex is like, "You heard it. The queen has proclaimed it. None of us shall talk about it again."
Your Majesty, Fives.
Oh yes, yes, Your Majesty Fives,
King of Cholt.
Queen of the Grungs.
First of my name.
Breaker of Thorns, Queen of Grungs.
Breaker of Thorns.
All right, so you guys are out. You've had the effects of a long rest. You're still on your way to Nagalore. Who's leading the expedition out into Cholt?
Me.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Give me I think what were we doing? Survival? Yeah, give me a survival check.
Okie dokie. I'm proficient
Yep.
if it
All
matters.
right, you're fine. Do you guys want to travel at a slow pace, a normal pace, or a fast pace?
Fast paced. GTFO out of here.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think for the first part of the day, I think everyone would want to do a fast pace, but maybe slow down near the end.
Okay. And let's see. I need somebody. Let's see. Alicorn, or Samoya is leading the charge. Give me a D100 roll.
Okay. Don't be bad. Don't be bad. Don't be bad. Don't.
Okay. All right. Now give me a D20 roll, please. Nice.
Oh, yay.
So you come to a clearing, and it's very obvious that this has been used as a campsite before for previous adventurers. There's remains of a campfire, and in fact, after kind of searching the area, you find a dwarf corpse with 6 large holes pierced through her armor and chest.
Aw.
I want to investigate the body, see if she's got anything on her.
Remember,
Yeah.
it's not stealing, it's looting.
I'm like, while she's investigating the body for the for things that it has on it, I'm investigating for cause of death.
Okay. Let's see.
And I am kind of just like poking around at the campfire. Seeing if how long ago it was lit.
Okay, so the last time it looks like the campfire was lit was probably several days ago. It's been rained on.
Okay, so it's not fresh. Then.
No, it's not. Yeah, the ashes kind of turned to mush a little bit.
Excuse me.
Lexus investigating the body, looking at it, and seeing some of the wounds. You remember back to a creature that you saw while you were in Port Nar and Zayu, a Stegosaurus with the 6 spikes on its tail. And it looks like that the dwarf probably caught the wrong end of that.
Ow.
Well, looks like she was on the wrong end of a Stegosaurus. Guess she got the point.
Why is Fies the only one laughing? I mean, like, I'm not going to continue to laugh, but in character, he's laughing at that comment.
Okay.
Well, I figured that we continue to press on if we already have a long rest and.
Well, this has been the end of your day, so this is where you
Okay.
would end up camping. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, never mind. I'll have to see if I can find that again.
We're so close. So
Closer to
close.
Wahaha.
Oh, we are closer to Mwahaha.
We're really close to Nangalore,
But
which we keep
But
calling
Wahaha.
Nangalore.
I'm trying to find Fort Ahoy Hoy.
It's there somewhere.
It is there somewhere.
Hataz Wazi.
All right, who's taking first watch?
I'll do
Fies
it.
got first watch.
Oh no, go ahead, Vibes. You take it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take second.
So are you guys cooking any food before everybody kind of gets ready for sleep, or are you just kind of taking watch and bedding down after the traumatic events of the last couple of days?
I'll probably forage for like berries or mushrooms or anything that's edible.
Okay.
Chock full of mescaline mushrooms, please, if you'd be so kind.
All right. Go ahead and give me a D100 roll, Spooner.
I can do that real good. Boop. No, I can't do that real good. Yes, I can.
good job. I'm proud of you.
Yay. Anything happen?
Your watch goes off without any events.
Is Crest asleep?
Oh no.
Probably not actually, because he's gonna
Is he focusing really hard on his book?
He's gonna take some time to kind of record everything that happened in his book, going into very specific details about Lex's gauntlet.
I'm gonna kind of walk on over to him. What you doing?
No acknowledgement.
Just
Recording today?
No acknowledgement.
I'm like reading. You left out something.
Gonna kind of put his quill down and very gingerly look up at Fives. Just be like, "What do you want?"
You left something out.
If I left something out, it was deliberate. What do you want?
I just saying you want book to be good and not just asswipe.
Are you
should not
supposed to
leave
be
it
watching over the camp right now, Fives?
You're part of camp. I'm watching over your book.
I can watch over myself, thank you.
But it's my time to watch.
So watch elsewhere.
Okay. You left out all of these super frog sex noises just come out of my mouth as loud as possible in Crest direction. Like if he had hair that wasn't seaweed, it would be like blowing back. Fully aware it's probably waking everybody up and causing all kinds of trouble to come our way, as is the way of Cholt.
You're right. I did leave out your intimate feelings for the frog people. I'll be sure to record that.
Your Majesty.
No.
Then I'm just like walking away.
All
I
right.
finished the rest of my thing.
Who's taking second watch?
Yo.
Lexus.
All right. Go ahead and give me a D100. Yeah, you're good. Uneventful.
Uneventful. All right. So during that, I'm gonna like study the gauntlet as much as I can.
Okay. Give me a. You can either give me a history or a religion check.
Well, where is it? Starts with an R. Oh, look, they're both 0.
The most religious cleric.
Yeah. I'm a healer. not a religious fanatic.
I don't think you really thought this.
I don't even think I'm a cleric right now.
Dude, this is why he doesn't talk to you.
It's like, oh god, this guy.
Just keep showing him images of BDSM stuff, and maybe he'll go away.
Look, okay, I was forced into the role. I didn't choose it by. I wasn't a cleric by choice.
I have an answer for you. I'm just trying to find it.
You have an answer for 3?
I do.
To the BDSM porn, or like wait to the.
Well, not on stream. I don't have an answer for that one.
I was just bullshitting. I didn't know that was a thing in D&D. We may have to have a conversation.
There it is.
Just like Midgard.
You send it?
You know, that's the one server I've never been on for good reason.
So it's as you begin to look this over, kind of turning it back and forth, you notice that there's some engraving on the kind of the back side of the forearm where it's difficult for you to see. And looking over it, you finally are able to get it at an angle where you can actually see it, and it looks like it's this 3-taloned claw.
Okay.
In fact, I will drop as soon as I can actually get the image link, I will drop a link in chat and you can see exactly what it looks like.
What do the runes actually say? Like the wielder of this gauntlet shall become super atheist?
See if that works. Yeah, that worked.
Neat.
Lexus probably wouldn't recognize it. I don't know if Rojan does. Yep, Rojan recognizes it.
Damn. You shattered the man. He hasn't facepalmed this long for a long time.
God damn it.
Pieces are starting to fall into place.
Yeah, they are.
All right, so who's taking third watch?
I will.
All right, go ahead and give me a D100.
I'll take the last watch.
Okay. And Samoya's watch is quiet as well.
Okay. I would probably work on starting to try to figure out and trying to make an antidote for my venom.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me a nature roll.
Okay. I am proficient.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That'll work. Go ahead and fill in a spot of your clock, or however we want to describe that.
Okay. How many were we doing? I don't think I
If I remember right, it was 12.
Okay.
All right. And
So one out of 12.
yep. And was it Crest or Javari taking the last watch? Okay. Crest, go ahead and give me a D100. Okay. It's completely different than what the dice show. The dice show a 25. They're both terrible. But it's a quiet night.
Oh, thank God.
Schultz is cutting us a break after the frog nonsense.
Dude, HP Fox, for being such a nice guy, the dice hate the shit out of him
They
tonight.
do.
Welcome to my life.
Damn, dude.
All right.
Put a curse on him.
So the next morning, is anybody cooking breakfast? Is anybody doing anything as you break camp?
I'll cook breakfast of whatever stuff I was able to forage the night before.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to Crest, and I'm gonna show him the gauntlet and where the symbol is at, and ask him, "What do you make of this?"
Can I do a check here?
You can do a religion check or a history check.
They're both very high, and I'm proficient in both of them. So 25.
Well, thank God.
Bro, I was like not even being super serious about the dice hating you, but damn.
Good thing I'm proficient then.
Right?
HP Fox, I'm going to link you a thing, and I would just say, you probably know the first paragraph under biography.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my point of inspiration while making breakfast, if that matters.
Yeah, that'll work. Who else eating breakfast?
I eat breakfast.
Okay. You all go ahead and increase your, let's see, this was mushrooms. Increase your constitution by 1 for the next 24 hours.
Okay, +1 constitution.
So I will. I'll probably explain to Lex that I don't know much, but I recognize it as the symbol of Bane, who I explained was just a human at one point, but ascended to godhood, essentially.
How did he ascend?
I couldn't say.
This makes it even worse. Hey, maybe I'll turn into Bane.
If you do, give me forewarning so I can leave.
Morded Bart.
Sure. Can't be that will be the first thing on my list if I turn. But you'll be in my thoughts.
That doesn't make me comfortable.
Alright, so you guys break camp that morning, knowing that Nagalore lies just kind of outside of your sight where you camped that evening. You continue to push forward until you come to a river, and across the river you can see the remains of Nagalore. It's a fantastic edifice rises out of the jungle, a hanging garden of exotic beauty. Water streaming down the steps between 2 massive elephant carvings. Beyond them, a broad, flooded avenue runs arrow straight for more than 100 feet before ending in the carving of a Tyrannosaurus face. Water pours from the Tyrannosaurus's jaws and flows the length of the concourse to drain down the steps in front of you. 5-foot-high terraces flank the boulevard. Low archways, 3 on each side, are built into terrace walls. These archways are in various stages of collapse, as are the tunnels beyond them. Beautifully carved, larger-than-life stone faces are mounted between the arches. A wild profusion of plants grow on the upper terrace, and multicolored parrots and canaries flit and sing among them. To the north, a dilapidated brick dome rises above the Tyrannosaurus's head water spout. Smaller bell-shaped domes surmount the highest terraces to your left and right. And that is what you see as you enter Nagalore. And that's where we're going to end our session for the week. How are you guys feeling about grungs? Your favorite things ever now?
You know, they looked at their icons looked adorable, and then you just ruined it for me. I will never be able to look at them in the monster manual without thinking, we got one of them laid.
Not only one of them, the king grung.
I kind of, I even mentioned, they were grouped up so much. Cleave attacks would have been awesome. Because you think they're literally just they're little dudes. You think they can just they're not berries. I just want to smack them around, but they hurt. They hurt a lot. I trust nothing in this goddamn island anymore. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, grungs are they're little, but they will fuck your world up quickly.
I blame the poison dart frog basage.
I think I've broken Rojan as a cleric. I'm okay with that.
No. See, he was already on his way to broken.
No,
Now it's just like he's broken, and somebody is putting him back together.
So, before we go off for the evening, we are going to go on a raid here in just a bit. Before we do, Rojan Quest, who are you? What do you do on the internet?
I'm Rojan Quest. I am one of the co-DMs here on Dungeons and Distractions. I also have my own channel where I primarily focus on pretty much anything that resembles an RPG, fighting game, or FPS. Right now, doing a full series playthrough of Dragon Age, currently on Dragon Age 2. And that's pretty much about it.
All right. Spooner, who are you? What do you do on the internet?
I am Spooner Sloth, and when I am not seductively trying to get King Frogs laid, I am broadcasting on my channel on Twitch. Right now, I'm pretty sure this week I'm going to begin doing Horizon Zero Dawn with the DLC, everything played through, because I've been putting it off way too damn long. And when I'm not doing that, I'm sticking around with Skyrim and stuff, trying not to stream Monster Hunter World in the process. But
how's that going for you?
I've been really good about not letting myself dive too deep into it, because schedule permitting, it's been kind of wild lately. Like this past week, my eldest daughter turned 16. We got a bunch of crap happening with family stuff, so it's like I really want to just turn the world off and just be lost in Monster Hunter World for a while. But seeing other people, how they just kind of get sucked in, they can never get back out.
Yep.
I don't trust myself.
Fair enough. Mags, who are you? What do you do on the internet?
I am Hyper Magpie. I am a creative caster here on Twitch. I mainly do emotes, overlays, channel art, t-shirt designs, little cutesy stuff like that. And every once in a while I try to indulge in a video game.
Right on. HB Fox, who are you? What do you do on the internet?
I am the guy that the dice hate. That's about it. No, I'm the manager for the Hunter Wild. We have a community-oriented variety cast here on Twitch. We have been doing a lot of Monster Hunter lately. We had a launch event for it, and it's just kind of been an ongoing event. But we've got very varied content coming up this month. We have 3 events planned: one for Civ 6, one for Kingdom Come, and one for the next Far Cry. So
right on.
That'll be fun.
Alicorn, who are you? What do you do on the internet?
I am Alicorn. I'm the person who has to be awake in 6 hours for work. And I also play on Tuesdays, soon to be Wednesdays, because I cannot say no to a game. And I also stream part-time every once in a while when I feel like it, which isn't very often, but when I do, it's usually Ark or Overwatch. Don't come watch me play Overwatch unless you just want to hear me spewing nonsense.
Profane nonsense?
I get very salty.
Alright, I'm Impious. I run Dungeons and Distractions here on Twitch with the help of these lovely people, and Rojan is my co-DM. We currently have 3 shows a week. We have this show on Sunday nights, which is Blood Moon Adventures. Tuesday nights is Gibbering Mouthers, which is another 5th edition kind of planar humping insanity. We're going with it. Fuck it. So if you want all kinds of lewd planes, that's where you go. They got 747s, Boeings, stealth engines. I don't know where I'm going with this. We also do RPG Mixtape on Wednesday night, which is a show where we pick a new system and have a new guest star every week, or every month. This month we're going to be playing Starfinder with Zora For Me is going to join us. We are going to go on a raid tonight, so what I want you to do, there's the raid message, there's our raid target. We're going to go raid iCasper. I want you to join that raid in the top of your chat box. We're going to go show them some fantastic love and support. Thank you guys, all of you, for being here tonight. If you haven't done so already, hit the follow button so you know that when we go live, you can come back and enjoy all the insane King Frog seducing, plane humping madness that has become this channel. Thank you guys so much for the fun tonight. It was a fantastic night, and I can't wait to see you next time.
That was pretty perfect.
Can we get a Grung waifu emote?
Can we not ever speak of tonight again?
Oh no, it's